Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Toku, the only podcast where we talk about sci-fi monsters and dinosaur adventures. I'm your host, David.
I'm Brian. Holy shit, it's been 10,000 years, and it's all our fault.
It's been 10,000 years. That's not true. It's only been 3 months. Our last episode was our Halloween special. Oops.
We are Ash waking up at the end of Army of Darkness to a ruined world.
We really are. That's not even like exaggeration. Not to get too political on this show, but I mean, you know.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on, yeah. So, hey guys, you know how it took us like a million years to figure out what the hell we were doing for episode 100? Well, guess what?
It did take a million years to figure
out. It really
out.
did. It took us a million years to figure it out. We had a really good idea. I can't remember if we talked about that idea on the last episode, but we had a really good idea. We'll get into it later. But we have a slightly less good, but still pretty solid idea, I think. So
yeah.
We have with us today an all-star cast of guests from Toku Past. We're waiting on one right now who's on a time crunch, and he was last online 12 minutes ago, so hopefully he gets in here. But as all you listeners know, our running bit on this show is that our favorite thing, some would say, is that we love to stretch the definition of the term kaiju to its absolute extreme. That's what we do best on here, truly.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's just go for that. Let's just see exactly how far we can go for that today. So we have an all-star cast ready to go. Most of them ready to go. Most of them ready to go. Adam Griffin of Thirsty Thursday Toys. I'm calling him out until he gets here. So I have assembled these guests to give us a bunch of movies, comics, video games, books, what have you. And Brian and I, we're going to argue about whether or not they could be considered kaiju media. Brian and I have also made a list, our own lists for us to argue over. I don't know how many you said you got. Let me see. I didn't get too many. I had 3, and I think I can add 4 as of a little bit ago.
I have 15.
Jesus Christ, Brian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I took like very detailed notes.
Oh God, you took this way more seriously than I did. Good God.
You bet your ass I did. I studied better for this than I did for the exam that I had today.
Okay. Well, it looks like Adam is online. He's seen the message, so he should be here any minute now, but I'm going to start sending this StreamYard link to all our other guests who will be joining.
It's the Avengers of kaiju podcasters.
Do you think I could, like, well, I was gonna say demonetize this show ain't monetized whatsoever. I could just put the Portals music in here from Avengers Endgame, and no one's gonna fucking bat an eye. Kevin Feige's not gonna come after us.
Please no.
No, you don't want a cool Avengers style. Well, I guess the thing is, so we're not going to have everyone in at once, because once again we have some people on a time crunch, but also it's just going to be way too fucking chaotic if we had everyone in here at once, man. The G-Fest episode we did a couple years ago, that was bad enough, and that was only like 3-4 people. We have a total of 6 for this episode.
Plus, I barely spoke the whole time because
you weren't at G-Fest. You weren't at G-Fest. So that
was the saddest recording ever. I sat there and I did nothing.
Well, that will change this year, Brian, because you're actually going to G-Fest this time.
I am going to G-Fest this time.
So you'll be on. You will actually be on that episode and actually be able to contribute things. So that's something.
Yeah. Contribute. Big air quotes.
Big air quotes. We're still waiting on Adam. What the hell's he doing? Well, as we wait for Adam, maybe we can do one each of our list. How's that sound, Brian?
All right.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
How about you go first?
Okay.
You set the tone, Dave.
Okay. So, never mind. Mr. Thirsty Thursday Toys has officially entered the studio, so here he is.
Excellent.
Hello,
Holy
Adam.
shit.
Hello.
Wow, and you dressed up for the occasion too. What a guy.
Straight from work.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we've
What
already
I missed.
nothing. We've set the stage. You are our first guest on the episode, so we're gonna have you do your thing, and then you can go on your merry little way because I know you have places you gotta be.
Got places to go, people to see.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't remember if I gave you a number of things to give us. I think I told some people 5 to 10, and I think I told others I didn't tell others. I didn't give a limit. So hopefully you've given us a reasonable amount to do in the 15 minutes you have with us.
Great. I got 5 with
Okay.
some three fun bonuses.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I had a much longer list, and then I realized you've already talked about a bunch of them, like the Meg and such.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
And I realized I hadn't finished your Rebirth episode, so I assume you talk about the D-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We do. Yep.
Yeah. So to push the bounds of what is kaiju, I'm going to start with the giant Gila monster.
The giant Gila. Okay, so, because like usually our criteria is if it's big, it's a kaiju.
Yeah, but it's also just a Gila monster that's big.
It's just a Gila monster that's big.
But they also use miniatures.
That's true. That it is kind of tokusatsu-esque in that way.
The giant Gila monster is actually one of the first I would consider kaiju movies I ever watched. So I would consider it one, if only for nostalgia.
When did that come out? That was 50s, sometime in the 50s.
That was
59?
yeah.
59.
59. So it was
59.
So
wow.
This is a post-Godzilla world, baby.
It's a post-Godzilla world. A giant reptile rampaging through cities.
It was the era of like taping dorsal spikes onto actual lizards. And
Oh, absolutely it was.
Stick 'em in the back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been wanting to cover them forever now, and them is basically just giant ants,
Big ants.
regular-sized ants. But wait, is that right? No, they just use big ant
Yeah,
like,
they had puppets
but,
for them.
But yeah, big ants pretty much. Yeah.
I'm thinking the giant Gila monster is a kaiju movie.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say this right off the bat. I have a feeling that most of these, for not even yours, but from everyone we hear from today, I feel like most of these are gonna end up being yeses.
I don't
Knowing
know.
our show.
I have a few that might piss you off.
Okay.
Okay, that's my goal, is to find one where you're like,
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear them.
It's real shitters.
So I brought this up to my mom earlier,
Okay.
and she said giant Gila monster is not because it's not Japanese.
I mean, that's true. Typically, so I've heard that argument that like to be a kaiju movie, it has to be a Japanese giant monster movie, but like that's
Pacific Rim.
that's not how Toku. Well, the Pacific Rim as well, but that's not how Talking Toku runs. That's not how
Yes.
we roll, baby. That's nah.
Yes.
Nah.
At this point, it's a losing battle.
No, 100% it is.
All right, ready for the next one.
Go for
Yes.
it. Give it to us, Al.
Okay. From Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the Mega Mutant.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. That was even easier because like doesn't Donnie make reference to like Attack on Titan in that movie.
And then someone specifically calls it a kaiju.
Yeah.
On the news.
I think if the word kaiju is dropped, then that automatically makes it a kaiju movie. I
am looking at a picture of it, and it looks like it is part whale. Godzilla is part whale, kaiju.
Part whale in very
His
big
name
air
is
quotes.
part whale.
Very big air quotes.
Very big.
Okay.
Have you guys seen the classic 90s kids movie Magic in the Water?
I don't even know if I've heard of it, Adam. All right, hold on. Magic in the Water.
1995. At some point, go watch it.
God.
There's a creature in there named Orky. So obviously, if we haven't seen,
what the fuck is that thing? What is that?
Whoa.
Well, is it a kaiju?
I don't know. It's kind of ugly. I'll say that much.
So I had a feeling you may not have seen this, so I'm going to do a lateral move and just do Loch Ness Monster as a whole.
We've definitely mentioned the Loch Ness Monster on this show before in like passing. I don't know if we've mentioned it as a kaiju.
I bring it up here because the theory behind it is that it's a dinosaur that just happens to still be alive. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that would give it some kind of superpower.
That's
just
true.
The fact that it is still alive, and also a lot of depictions of it. It's got like these extra horns and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a typical plesiosaur.
And also, like, if we're going by Talking Toku rules, we cover a lot of dinosaur media on here, and that's on the on the excuse that they're big animals, they're basically kaiju. That's so.
Despite there being normal sized dinosaurs.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, they're just animals. But I think if that is like a dinosaur with superpowers because it's lived this long, I would say yeah.
Wait, all right. I have a thought here.
It's a rebuttal. Okay.
I have a thought. So I feel like we would call like the dinosaurs from like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World as kaiju because they are antagonistically they are an antagonistic force in those movies for the most part.
You can also I was thinking about this earlier today too. You can also make the argument that because they are genetically like created,
genetically modified theme park monsters.
Exactly.
They're not actual dinosaurs. They are legitimate monsters.
So would we make that delineation then where it's like, does it matter if it like how they're framed, whether it's antagonistic or are they like actually just animals?
So is the creature in Magic in the Water, is it antagonistic? Looking at some of the pictures on Google,
no.
I'm thinking no.
Not antagonistic.
But then again, like Kong in most of his movies isn't purely antagonistic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Where does that leave us with this movie that neither of us have heard of, Brian?
I'm not talking about monsters. I'm talking about dinosaurs specifically.
Okay.
Because
the question is Loch Ness Monster
normal alien or normal animals like at one point, but like now in the Jurassic movies they're like fucking monsters because they love eating like killing people. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then we would still talk about priest. You know what? It's a kaiju movie.
It's a kaiju movie.
Logic.
Hey, mazel tov.
Yeah, big monster.
Big monster. All right.
Okay.
Okay. What else do you got for us, Adam?
Have you talked about The Faculty?
I feel like I've heard of The Faculty. You may have mentioned The Faculty to me.
Okay. Well, then I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'll come back when you guys do The Faculty episode.
Okay.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Wait, so you saying that we're gonna do an episode on it eventually implies that it's a kaiju movie.
Brian's onto something. Brian's onto
Well,
something.
that's the question. The whole episode will just be you guys going, "No, it's not."
That's
Right,
the entire episode.
Here's what we'll do. We'll do a little thing at the beginning of one episode where Dave and I will watch it. We'll talk about it for like 5 minutes, and we'll have you on for like 5 minutes, and we'll tell you yes or no, and that'll be the whole segment.
All right, so let's move on. We'll come back to the faculty later.
Okay, so my fifth one, from Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, Fairy Mothra.
Oh, okay. So now I see where you're going with this. Not is it a kaiju movie? Because I was like, well, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla is definitely a kaiju movie. But is Fairy Mothra a kaiju?
The creature herself.
Ooh, that's
not a giant monster.
Not a giant monster. She's like the size of your hand. Interesting.
It's just there's real moths there the size of your hand.
That's true. So that's just a normal moth. It's a magical moth. But
so it's the size that matters.
I think it's the size that matters. Like, obviously, we've covered like werewolf movies and, you know, Alien. We covered Alien Romulus and Alien Earth earlier. But like, those are normal sized creatures.
Well, gremlins are normal sized.
That's also true.
But they are monstrous.
That's all. Okay, Mogwai are not.
Mogwai, that's
okay.
You're really making. I'm really glad you've gotten some good choices,
this is a good
Adam.
one.
This is a good one.
I'm gonna say no.
You're gonna say no? Yeah, I might say no too. Like it's strange to call any version of Mothra not a kaiju, but like in this specific context, I'm a little upset that because Donny Winter will be joining us later on. When he comes on, we'll ask him. We'll forward this question to him to get his thoughts on it.
Say, hey, the only one we've said no to is Mothra.
Mothra. How do you feel about that?
Despite being posed with an actual like normal size Gila monster, question one.
Right. Okay, so yeah, wow, Fairy Mothra
Donnie.
is a no. That's crazy.
Hey, it's not a bad thing.
It's not. I'm glad we actually got a no. I was expecting all of these to be yeses.
I feel like there might be more no's than you might think.
Okay, we'll find out.
That's why I saved that one for last.
Okay. So you mentioned you had 3 bonus ones. Do you still have time for those, or do you have to get running?
Yeah, I could do. Okay, well, one of them was the D-Rex. I wasn't sure if
Okay.
you discussed kaiju specifically. Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Suitmation, baby. That's a kaiju.
Yeah.
That's a kaiju.
Hell yeah, dude. Walking through fucking downtown New York? Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, that's true. And my third and final, the Balrog from Fellowship of the Rings.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking about this earlier, and I have a sneaking suspicion one of our next guests might have that on their list. I don't know. No, apparently not. So I was thinking about that because I don't know enough about like Middle Earth lore, but the Balrog is quite big and it is quite monstrous, but like it's not quite giant monster size. It's just kind of slightly bigger. It's about, I feel it, if it's been a little bit since I've seen Fellowship of the Ring, but it's comparable in size to like the Trolls, yeah?
Well, it's comparable in size to what the first King Kong.
Oh, I guess that's fair. No.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna say no.
You're gonna say no just because.
Are they like intelligent? The Balrogs, are they intelligent at all?
I think so.
Because they can use. He uses like whips.
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like
so does Scar King.
Yeah,
Well,
Kong uses tools.
I hate that movie, but well, I guess my argument kind of comes down to just like he fought like it kind of falls firmly in like a demon category. I just kind of see like demonic things as their own kind of genre.
That's very interesting because that
I don't like Destroya, and if you bring him up, I'll be mad.
Destroya's a kaiju. He just looks like a demon. I might say no on the Balrog. I think Brian's onto something. I think he might be a little too intelligent to be considered a kaiju.
It's why I wouldn't feel comfortable calling most Doom enemies kaiju.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I knew
that was going to get you upset.
Interesting. We'll talk about that later. But all right. I think that's the
fight amongst yourselves.
I think that'll be a no on the Balrog.
No on the Balrog.
Yeah.
It'll go hang out with Fairy Mothra.
Yes. What a great group so far.
Fantastic duo.
Is that it for you, Adam? Is that all your choices so far?
I had more. I should have kept them. I narrowed them down.
That's fine. Again, we have a ton of people we got to get through. So we don't want, and you got places to be anyways. So I don't want to keep you too long.
This is perfect timing.
Yeah, look at that. Well, Adam, thank you for coming on and celebrating our 100th episode. Thank you for being a part of Talking Toku history, by the way.
Thank you guys for doing what you do. 100 episodes strong.
Woo!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Here's to the next 100.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
It'll be in 2035 that we got episode 200.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, Adam. Well, thanks again for coming by. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, you will. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right, that was Adam from Thirsty Thursday Toys. He's trying to figure out. There we go. He's trying to figure out how to leave. All right. And now for our next guest, who is also on a time crunch a bit, we have someone who hasn't been on the show in quite a while, actually. Please welcome back our part-time host. That was the title we gave her back in the day. Please welcome back Siobhan.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi.
Add the clap sound effect.
I will. Here, we'll clap for you right here.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully
my hands are cold, so I've got gloves on.
I'd like to try to come back again.
We'd love to have you back.
I feel like it would be fun.
Maybe your presence will motivate us to record more.
Yes. I think you should.
All right. Well, do you have a list of things for us?
Okay, yeah, but okay.
I can't wait.
Oh, no. I feel like mine are gonna be the most like outlandish.
Well, no, I want outlandish, Siobhan. We
need controversy.
Okay, well, no, I just think they're dumb. But
that's
okay,
fine.
Here we go.
Please.
Okay. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I feel like we've talked about Clifford being a kaiju before. Mm-hmm. That's like an eternal thing on like the internet. I've seen a bunch of people like talk about Clifford being a kaiju. But like we just talked about the Balrog being like, is he too intelligent for a kaiju? And Clifford's pretty intelligent.
He's just a good boy.
He's a good boy.
So he's too good to be a kaiju.
He's too good to be a kaiju. Well, it depends.
Because Mothra is a kaiju.
That's true, but Mothra's
not terrible.
Mothra is not terrible.
Mothra's also like a god.
Well, yes.
Is Clifford not a god? Do we know if Clifford is?
Clifford could be. They haven't really gone into his lore.
We don't know the lore behind Clifford the Big Red Dog. This is true.
He just can't help it. He's just a normal dog.
Like, where did he come from?
Big.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what, because he started out normal size.
Yeah, he's like the Hellboy of dogs.
The Hellboy dog. I like that. That's a quote. I'm gonna post that later.
Oh, good.
That's a good quote. The Hellboy of dogs.
Thank you.
Get that on a shirt.
We'll sell it at G-Fest 2026. Mm-hmm. Be there.
All right. So what do you think? Yes or no?
No.
I'm leaning on no.
Okay.
I'm leaning on no. Okay.
He is a certified good boy,
Mhm.
I don't
normal
have a
dog,
strong-
but
I don't have
just
strong
too
opinion.
big.
That's I don't want you to have a strong
Oh,
opinion
okay,
other
good,
way, one
okay.
way or the other. I want me and Brian
Okay,
to
good.
have a
Because
strong
I
opinion.
was like, some of these I was just like not sure of myself, but I'm reaching in some of them. Well, I guess since I was speaking of Hellboy, I'm now gonna go to the Golden Army in Hellboy.
They're more like robots than kaiju.
I know, but like,
And they're also
There is a
not
kaiju in that movie.
There is
yeah,
a
you mean
kaiju
the
in that
forest,
movie,
the
forest
forest,
god,
yeah, the
yeah.
forest god. I was gonna say that one, but then I thought the robots would be easier to like argue about or
Those
harder to
robots
argue.
are
argue.
fucking huge.
That's what I
though.
mean.
But they're not like kaiju size.
Yes, they are. They're big.
I don't know. I guess I haven't seen Hellboy 2 in a little bit. Hold on.
I think
They
they're
are
ginormous.
also like centrally commanded, like they are one being almost.
So they're more a kaiju in numbers rather than size.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I have to make this argument because of one of mine later.
Oh God! Oh no! I'm looking at a picture of the Golden Army right now, and they're big, obviously, but they don't seem too much bigger than the main characters.
No. Well,
Like maybe like 10 feet tall, as opposed to Hellboy's 7-ish.
I'm gonna say yes on a power level scale.
On a power level scale. Oh God, we're turning into power scalers, Brian. That's not good. That's not good.
No, it's not.
All right. So are we saying so that's a yes on the Golden Army, Brian?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no.
now I really
Listen,
want to know what
listen.
Brian's one is.
Do you
that he's
want me to
defending
try
this
to
over.
explain myself a little better?
I mean, if you want,
Because
I would, because you said you have one that is comparable to this on your list. So
yes. So here's what I mean. Like they're already pretty big. You said yourself that the robots themselves are big. But they are also synchronized in a way where they like move as one, very synchronized. Like they are centrally commanded, almost hive-like in nature. You know what I mean? Because there is one dude controlling all of them. So it's an extension of somebody. I would say that's fucking, you can do a fucking shitload of damage like a kaiju would all at once.
Massive
I think,
scale.
I don't know.
so
They're like ants.
okay, all right, Brian. Are we saying the droid army from the Star Wars prequels is a kaiju?
Yeah, but aren't they
Yes.
tinier?
Some of them are. Some of the bigger ones are.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm saying no on that. That's terrible. That was awful.
Because
Saying the droid army is a kaiju, absolutely not.
Hey,
You
know
can
what?
say
I'll
yes.
put it-
I'm gonna stick with my no. So we have our first.
I'll put it this way. Just because I'm saying this doesn't mean I'm right.
Okay, fair enough. Good God. All right, what else you got for us, Siobhan?
Okay, so this next one is like metaphorical.
Metaphor.
Is that
oh, God.
allowed?
That's I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay,
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Marty Wolf in The Big Fat Liar.
Oh God, I haven't seen Big Fat
You
Liars.
haven't seen Big Fat Liar?
No, I have.
He's like a corporate kaiju.
I haven't seen it since like it came out.
He's
That's Paul Giamatti's character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
which the reason I originally thought of the movie was because the person gets so big in the movie that he's writing. But then I was like, he himself is an unstoppable force with tons of money. He's stealing homework from children.
I was
Metaphorically, he's like a symbolic kaiju.
I was gonna say no just because he's just a dude.
but he
like,
gets blue and orange.
I like your argument, so I kind of want to say yes.
Okay, I'm just saying, like
I'm with
he
Jacob
wreaks
on
havoc.
this one.
Like it's
What did Jacob say?
what did he say?
I didn't even see private chat.
Someone tell me what he said.
He said he's just
a dude. I didn't have private chat open. I'm sorry. I've been missing all these messages that people are sending. I'm so
Isn't the
sorry.
point of most kaiju movies that man is worst of all?
That, good point. Good point.
Paul Giamatti is just the man.
But he is blue.
He's blue and has orange hair.
Some say David is a monster.
This is true. I have heard this.
God.
Again, I really like your argument, Siobhan. I kind of want to say yes
Well,
just for
I have
shits
one
and
more
giggles.
metaphorical one.
You have another
this.
metaphorical one.
Just
Oh,
one
God.
more. Just
Okay,
one more.
okay,
and then
okay.
and then I have a non-metaphorical one. But I just thought it would be interesting to see what you said.
What's our final verdict, Brian? What are we saying on this one?
We just say no.
I'm just saying no. Oh, I like Jacob's a lot. Once we get you in, Jacob, you can bring that up because that's good. I like that one a lot. All right, so what's your next one? We're gonna say no on Paul Giamatti.
That's fine. Okay, my other crazy metaphorical one is Taylor Swift and her fandom.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Okay,
That was so immediate.
when you
there
first
was like no
asked
hesitation.
me, when
They're
you first
so
asked
annoying.
me about this, that was the first thought
That
in
was
my
the
head.
first thought.
Yeah, I was like, they are unstoppable. Like they create havoc so fast and so easily. I mean, like it's insanity. The
Those
scale of
those
craziness.
people are willing to let this world burn just so that Taylor
Yes.
Swift can ride her private jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it definitely gives me kaiju vibes. Like when you think about it. Yeah.
I'm shocked I'm saying yes for this and
Yay.
not Paul. I wasn't expecting to say yes
Yes.
to the other metaphorical one. That's crazy.
Her fandom is the tendrils which come out of her fingers. They are an extension of her being.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a yes on Taylor Swift and her
There you go.
Are we
you better
making-
hope she doesn't come back to you with like a cease and desist.
I don't fucking care. What's Taylor Swift gonna do to us?
I don't
She
know.
can take all my no money
Yep.
for my cold dead.
Yes,
Exactly. Exactly.
That's true.
All right. What's next?
Leviathan from the Bible.
All right. I don't know anything biblical.
Well, no, I mean, he's like a giant, massive sea monster.
I mean, if
Yes.
it's a sea monster, then I mean,
Huge.
Most
And
of
like-
Sounds like
has
a yes.
kaiju in it.
Look up what he looks like.
is he? Well, I mean, if it's just a sea serpent, I mean, that seems
It's
pretty.
ginormous. And I mean, it's horrifying.
Leviathan. I'm surprised Bible was the first autocomplete one. Oh, that's a. I'd say that's a kaiju. Oh, hold on, let me see how big he is. So is that a good representation? Okay, all right.
Big.
Is he Big Chungus?
I mean, he's a sea
Is he big?
serpent.
Oh.
So just like Manda or Tiamat from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire,
Or the world serpent. It's
or the
almost
world
like
serpent.
it's almost like religions are iterations of past religions.
Whoa. I'm gonna say yes on Levi. So does that mean the Bible is a
Yes.
kaiju book?
I was gonna just say the Bible as a whole because there's so many giant monsters.
I'm
in
gonna
that.
say the Bible is kaiju media.
Again, most religion has giant monsters in it.
Yeah.
Man, religion's actually kind of cool, I think, guys. Brian wasn't sure what to make of that one.
Brian was like, cough, cough.
So that's a yes on the Bible. Do you have any more? Or was that it, Siobhan?
I think that was it because like I was afraid to do too many.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
Again,
well, okay. I
well-
had one more, but at the same time, like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, he's just a dragon. So I'm like, is that a kaiju?
What was it? Well, depends.
You know, Pete's dragon, 1977?
Oh, yeah.
Is he a kaiju? Because I feel like he was like, you know, everyone, the
See,
town, everyone's freaking out, panic.
I think.
But he was nice.
Does he talk?
No, he
doesn't
can't talk. He doesn't talk. I mean, like he like reacts to you talking to him.
Okay. I haven't seen the movie, but
I felt like he was just a dragon, and I don't know, like, are dragons kaiju?
It depends, because I was thinking about it, because I was expecting you to do, like, Middle Earth and stuff.
But then I was like, somebody else is definitely going to do that. So that was why I was like, I can't do that. I was trying to think outside the box.
Because my argument against that was going to be like, well, Smaug is a dragon, but, like, he's sapient. He speaks. He's, like, an intelligent being. But if Pete's dragon
magic.
doesn't talk.
He can, like, disappear and stuff.
Yes.
So he's like a little different than Smaug.
So I'm going to say yes. Pete's dragon is a yes.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I said it then.
He's like King, but a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Well, I'm glad I said it.
Awesome.
Cool. That was it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Siobhan, for joining us again on episode 100.
That was
pretty good. That was some.
I'm trying to be.
So far, I'm really pleased with the ideas that people have presented us so far, and we have 4 more people to get through.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild. Though.
Plus me and Brian's own stuff.
It's gonna be.
I have 15.
Brian, that's so many.
I don't know if we're gonna get through 15 of yours, Brian. I hate to say.
It's okay. Some of them were throwaways.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again for coming, Siobhan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being part of Talking Toku.
Oh yes,
History.
I'm 100% full support.
And hope to see you again soon.
This is like
wink,
the only
wink, nudge, nudge.
This is like the only podcast on my playlist.
I'm sorry that your playlist has been empty for the last 3 months. Then.
Well, I mean, I haven't really been listening to any podcasts.
Fair enough. I don't listen to podcasts
but
either.
like, it's the only one that's like in my saved stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
It was the only one worth clicking.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Well, for me.
For you at least, yeah.
Podcasts are bad.
This
and
is
we
true.
are not an exception.
We're not an exception.
All right.
All right. Thank you again, Siobhan.
Be well, everyone.
We'll try. All right. I think next up, we're just going to kind of go in order of who joined. So next up is our delightful good friend, Naomi. Hi, Naomi.
Hello.
All right.
Well,
Hi.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
No, you're okay. I didn't know what the sequence of events was going to be.
Yeah, I'm we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Okay.
I wasn't sure how we were going to really feasibly do this, but I think this is
That's about the vibe I got from your text last night. So.
Yeah. I was unsure, but I hope I have high hopes. I think you of all people are gonna have some bangers.
I think I'm really
us.
gonna make you both mad.
Okay, I'm glad.
I think I'm probably gonna get jumped at G-Fest this year.
There's gonna be
what I'm about to say.
We're all gonna walk into G-Fest and there's gonna be like a giant cartoon like dirt cloud of just like beating each other up.
People dumping me.
We're gonna walk into the hotel and there's gonna be people like with bats like just waiting for us.
Like, where is she? Where is she? We're not being transmisogynists. We're here to kill her for other reasons.
For bad opinions. For bad kaiju opinions.
Well, first, I have to jump Adam because I was going to say Fairy Mothra. So that's off my list. Which is really unfortunate. I'm a little upset about that. However, I do have something else from the Mothra trilogy. Actually, I have 2 from the Mothra trilogy.
I think I know what one of them is.
Is it the fuck-ass Furby?
Yes, Go-Go, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's Go-Go. Yeah, I am a #1 supporter of Go-Go being a kaiju because you are a monstrous individual if you piss on children, and that's precisely what he did.
Very true. Very true.
And hey, as a child, Furbies were advertised as little monsters.
Were they?
He is a Furby.
Okay.
So that's my argument.
See, I never gave a shit about Furbies, so that's all news to me.
What is that like weird like little thing from Japanese mythology? It's like the little fucking toad guy that like what the fuck is that thing called?
The toad guy?
God damn it. There's like God damn it, hold on. Just come back to me. I'll be back.
Okay.
I gotta look something up.
The Kappa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
more of a turtle
the
than
Kappa
a toad,
is just
saying.
kind of a little shit, and he's just like a mythical being, is he not? Because this kind of just gives me that vibe. I wouldn't consider it a kaiju. I don't know.
Jacob brought up a really good point,
Jacob
though.
is right. There is a Kappa kaiju film, but we're not talking. But I mean, we're talking about Go-Go specifically.
This is
Mm. Well, I don't have a firm reference because I never watched this.
Yeah, Brian still hasn't seen the Rebirth of Mothra films.
That's really
Shame on
unfortunate, Brian.
him.
That has to
Shame on
change very
him.
soon. I'm going to be I'm angry at you now.
Donnie
That's
is
okay.
furious in the
Mothra
chat right
trilogy are
now.
my favorite kaiju films of all time.
Everyone's so mad at me. It all happened so fast.
Now,
Jacob, that's not true.
everyone's gonna beat you up at G-Fest now, Brian.
Oh no, I've upset Donnie. This is the worst day of my fucking life. Okay.
It's not a Disney Channel Mothra movie. It's more than that. Mothra Leo's gay.
This is really funny because no one else is gonna see all the chat going on. So everyone listening to this is gonna be so confused. I love it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say no on Go-Go because I feel like it falls sort of under the same purview as Fairy Mothra.
Okay. I raised that on the Gojipedia, they call him a kaiju.
Really? What does Wikizilla say? The better kaiju wiki.
I think that's wrong, but
I don't know. Wikizilla is not powered by fandom, so I mean, automatically, that's
true,
automatically
too.
better.
I get hit by a nuclear bomb every time I open up Gojipedia, so
Holy shit, Wikipedia does say it's a fairy kaiju.
A fairy kaiju. Interesting.
see, David, I'm always right. Listen to the women in your life.
You know
Okay.
what?
Okay.
I hate the internet, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh, okay, Brian, whatever.
Okay. Cool.
my advice.
That's a no on Go-Go.
Whatever. Okay,
Lord.
how about this one? The tire from Rubber.
Oh man.
It's big. It's malevolent.
Is it big though?
kills
It's kind of
people.
just a normal size tire,
Hey,
is it
look
not?
at the cover art for that movie. It's quite a large tire.
All right. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now.
I have not watched Rubber since middle school, probably. Oh, it does look pretty big in the
It's
poster.
pretty big, and it kills, and it's angry. And I mean, you could argue level of sentience and intelligence, but I say it's a kaiju.
I
Is
almost
it not like a car demon?
I don't think it's ever explained in the movie what it is.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's like a demonic part of a car.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I
don't
don't
know,
a lot
it-
of questions because is Christina kaiju then, or is she just a car demon? I think
Oh,
she's
no.
a kaiju.
No, I have to agree with you because of one of mine later. No!
Uh-oh. Are you talking? Is it the evil semi truck with a goblin face on it from that one
I
fucking
can.
movie?
I can. Hey, you know what? When you're here, I can
Okay.
I can pose that one.
Okay.
It's technically two, but
Okay.
Interesting.
yeah.
So are we saying yes on the tire from Rubber? I'm still confused.
I'm saying yes.
Okay, we're gonna
Thank you,
say
Brian.
yes.
Thank you. My agenda is being pushed, and it's being pushed correctly. You want to hear my third one?
Please.
The toothbrush that Ultraman Zerth uses to transform.
Is that the toothbrush specifically a kaiju?
And also the movement that he makes as he is transforming, I think is fairly monstrous.
Oh, well, I haven't seen Ultraman Zerth.
You don't have to.
Okay. Okay.
It's very bad, but I love it.
Now you've mentioned how bad Ultraman Zerth is to me on multiple occasions, and I have yet to watch it for myself to form my own opinion. But so far, you are the only person who has talked to me about Ultraman Zerth.
I'm the only fan of Ultraman Zerth. I'm the
fan of
only
Ultraman
one.
Zerth.
Jacob, what? What?
Jacob's the one rage baiting today. Good lord.
I think I'm getting rage baited right now. I think I'm tweaking.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's
No.
just a toothbrush, man. I'm gonna say no. It's just a toothbrush.
No.
Can someone's actions be labeled as a kaiju? Because I think the way in which he brushes his teeth while doing the transformation is fairly monstrous.
See, I would say no, but we also said Taylor Swift and her fandom
That's what
were
I'm
kaiju.
saying. That's an esoteric ass kaiju that I
feel
agree
like
with.
we kind of have to say yes on that one almost.
I'm still saying no. I don't think it's comparable.
Okay, I think that's evil, but I understand.
Yeah, tell that to Taylor Swift's fans who are evil.
No, dude, I can't say anything to Taylor Swift fans. I'll get ripped to pieces.
Exactly.
They get chunked.
Yeah. You just get to watch the toothbrushing. You don't get torn apart by it. Come on.
Some people do. I think my first watch around at 7 years old, I got torn to pieces.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right.
This next one is pretty niche.
Okay.
It is the Balrog from Insaniquarium Deluxe, the PC game.
From what?
Insaniquarium Deluxe. It's a fish game where you fight aliens and feed your fish, and the fish poop money, and you collect the money.
Why does that name sound familiar? Insaniquarium Deluxe.
Because it's the best game
Why
ever
does that
made.
sound familiar?
Because it's the best game ever made.
I
And I
know
know
what this is.
Like it, because there's fish in it.
Brian does like fish.
I know what this is. I do love fish. You're trying to bribe me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're
Winks at
trying to
you?
bribe me. Nope, you're bribing me.
Winks at you a little bit.
I'm gonna say no. I don't take bribes.
But it's a monster. It's a monster, and it kills your fish. It's evil.
There's
It's
plenty of
big.
things. Hey, I kill fish, and I am not a monster. That came out wrong. I kill fish while they're at the end of their life, and they're gonna die anyways.
Good lord.
That also came out wrong.
Brian, you're just digging yourself a hole. Holy shit.
I work with
Flushing
salmon,
yourself
and
down
it's a
your own
terminal
toilet.
fishery.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. Oh
Okay.
man, I'm gonna get canceled.
Come on, David. It's a monster that eats your fish, and you have to fight it with laser guns. It's a kaiju.
I mean, that does sound pretty kaiju-esque, if you ask me.
Uh-huh.
How big is it exactly?
I mean, if it's scaled up, the game takes place in a fish tank, so
Yeah.
it's like the size of your hand. So that's not good. But it is an alien.
That's a pretty bad mark against it.
No.
Dude, if Fairy Mothra is considered a kaiju,
We didn't
by-
consider her a kaiju.
not
though.
you two, but sources greater than me do.
Wikizilla.
I think we got to stick to our guns. I think we can't have like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like conflicting answers here. I think we got to
Okay.
say no on that Balrog as well.
So the fucking little alien fish monster that eats your fish and you have to fight it off with laser guns is not a kaiju, but the giant fucking tire from Rubber is?
Yes.
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 Sure. Whatever. I'll take what I can get.
The difference is that the tire is big.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What an argument.
Okay. I'm frantically going through my scrolls now because most of my choices are, in fact, little guys
Hmm.
that you guys will not consider monsters at all, or kaiju at all. Okay, David's profile picture on Discord. Is that a
Yes.
kaiju or not?
What is
Okay.
my
Yes.
profile picture? Is it still? It's still the Godzilla potato head. Yeah, that's a kaiju.
Yep.
I wrote that into the margins on a piece of notebook
Did you?
paper.
Bro.
I was running out of ideas.
It's funny that that you bring this up actually, because the other day, out of nowhere, Sam looks over to me and she says, "I hate Dave's profile picture."
I have been meaning to change it. It's a little old. I need to find something new, but it's got to be really stupid. It's got to be really stupid.
I'm sure we can find you something.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I have another one.
Okay.
This one's a little more esoteric. Have you guys seen that video of the news reporter at the zoo? And she's like talking to the camera, and behind her stands an orangutan that is like blinking slowly at the camera, looking devilish.
I
Yes.
think I know what. Are you saying? Is the orangutan a
Something
kaiju?
wrong with that ape, and I don't trust it. It is a kaiju.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I agree. His
No.
intentions. His intentions are
very malicious. I don't
Monkey.
trust him. I don't. I just don't.
But like at the end of the day, he's just a normal orangutan.
You say that. You say that, but watch that video and look into his eyes and tell me that he wouldn't do something.
God. I'm gonna say no. We can't just have normal ass animals. It's
He's
not
not
gonna work.
normal.
So I am also saying no.
What? That's what you agreed with me.
I did, but he's right. I can't do that to my boy.
Oh my
orangutan.
god.
He's
Can't
just
convince you people to do anything.
no.
Why are you not on my agenda at all? The only one that worked was the fucking tire. I can't keep doing this.
No, well, that should say more about you than it does about us.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll wrap this up. I'll give you my last pick.
one. All right,
My
what do we
last
got?
pick.
Something good,
Okay.
hopefully. Something good.
The nostalgia critic.
Ooh. I feel like one of our later guests might have an opinion on that, but I don't know.
Because I'm a dog walker. Yes, I am. You're so right, Jacob.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes because it's a similar situation to Taylor Swift, except kind of different.
I know,
Okay,
but
I'm glad you agree.
He's mellowed out over the years. I don't know if we could consider the nostalgia critic a kaiju.
But also, how many?
All right, hold on. We're having
How-
our good friend
how
Josh
many-
come in early just for this one bit.
How many other
wrong one.
fucking YouTubers talk about the nostalgia critic all the time, though?
Hi. Hi, how
Josh
are
is here briefly until
His
later
reach.
when he actually gives us his list. He's just
okay.
chiming in for this one specific one.
Yeah. So nostalgia critic. What's the argument for nostalgia critic?
That he's a kaiju.
All right, but like, what's
But
the argument?
why are we saying yes? Are we saying yes?
What's my reasoning?
What is your reasoning? Yeah.
Because the bad credit card rant should really prove anything.
Come on.
Wasn't there an actual skit where he did grow Wait, no, I'm
There
thinking of it.
is.
Yes,
There is a skit
yes,
where he turns into a kaiju.
yes.
Well, then that's
Yes.
Him-
then that's
him-
a yes.
and
that's a yes.
ABG.
That's a
Right?
yes.
Why didn't you lead with
Wait
that?
a second, and he was at G-Fest.
Yep.
They went to G-Fest last year.
Yep.
He's a kaiju.
Yeah, and don't
Why-
forget, AVGN fought a kaiju-sized Rob the Robot.
Okay.
So they're both kaijus, and they both also fought.
I don't know what Jacob is talking about, but
I don't know what
agree
he's
with him.
either.
No, but that's true what Jacob's saying because I vaguely know what he's talking about.
All right, well, there we go.
all right,
Doug
all right.
Walker's a
Yep,
kaiju.
yep,
Thank
yep,
you, Josh.
yep,
We'll talk in a bit.
Yes.
I'm glad I could push my agenda, but I only got 2 monsters in through the pearly gates.
But hey,
which is
you
unfortunate.
got some bangers in. You got some bangers. You got Doug Walker and the tire from Rubber. That's pretty damn good.
I think
All
that's
right.
awful.
I think
All right,
that's good.
Did you want to hear the one that I had mentioned?
I do, yes.
Okay. All right, let me get the list. All right, hold on. Did I mention I had 15?
Yes.
You
Okay. Okay. All right, here we go.
We got other people, Brian. Don't forget, we got to move this along. We're at an hour already.
Yes, I know. Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes, that is
Yes,
a kaiju.
That's a kaiju.
Yes.
Yep.
My reasonings are giant trains being enslaved to the controller. Diesel, the evil train, tries to kill the controller in the movie. They are, respectfully, nightmare fuel. Choo Choo Charles is directly inspired by it. This argument can and should be extended to cars.
I agree,
Christ,
Brian.
okay.
I agree. That's why most of my original lists that I have not mentioned are mostly cars, like the Dual Truck or Christine. They're all
You see,
monsters.
as soon as you mentioned Christine, I thought about cars, and then I thought about
Yep.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
This is why I'm right, and I always am.
I think we
And
might
Dave
have
is
to,
just wrong.
We might have to circle back on that because I don't know. It's the sapiens that's getting me.
Okay, fine.
All right. Well, that's all your choices, Naomi.
Yeah, I
All
guess.
right. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Glad to be here.
And you'll be back. I know you'll be back for
Oh,
sure.
I will.
Yeah.
Now that
Probably talk about some stank ass movie that you bring to us.
What
Whoa, what the hell?
And you guys put me through Dog Soldiers, and you're causing you tell my choices.
Hey, don't you dare disrespect
No.
dog soldiers in this house.
You guys say my picks are bad, and you put me through that. And Zombievers, I'm out.
Don't
You brought
forget
up
that
Zombievers.
Don't
I did
forget
not.
that I also put both of you through Deep Blue Sea. So
You
know.
did.
Duplessis
You
kind of
did.
rocked though.
Yeah,
No,
Deep
did
Blue Sea
not
did.
do this.
Well, here's the thing, Naomi. I'm still mad at you that you didn't like that movie. That made me sad.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Because
All
you
right.
guys led at the beginning of the movie where the sharks destroyed the helicopter. You said this is a Brian movie, and then at the end you were like, "That kind of sucked," and I was like, "Damn."
I'm so
Wow.
sorry. I didn't mean it
That's
that
just
way.
a personal attack on Brian.
I need to probably step out before I hurt Brian again.
I know.
Because apparently that's all I do.
Get out of here!
All right.
I'm out.
Thanks for being part of Talking Toku History, Naomi. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
All right. And now, the head of Kaiju United himself, Jacob Lyngle.
It's me.
He's here.
With a Newman profile picture.
Hello.
Oh boy.
All right, where do I begin, gentlemen? I have cultivated a list just for you two.
I cannot wait. I legitimately
Do I
cannot
start
wait.
with the action items or do I start with the philosophical discussion? I'll let you choose.
I'm
I
really
love-
shocked about how many people have brought up metaphorical stuff. I didn't even think this was even going to be an option here.
Well, it's because we're stupid and we need more stuff to think about.
We are stupid. This is true.
We gotta rub that one brain cell
Also,
together.
Brian, I have to say I have to forward a message that Jacob sent me earlier when he first came in. He wanted to know where your face was.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jacob. I can't reveal it today. I don't have it.
No pride face reveal. Take it.
Very
All right,
sad.
guys.
Very sad.
I think we'll just shoot down the list because I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I know Donnie's waiting for two other people. You know, like,
Mm,
Well, Donnie will
me
be
and
next.
myself.
Don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to be considerate. So right out the gate, I want to ask, is Murray the mascot on the album Holy Diver? Ronnie
Oh.
James Dio's mascot. Is Murray a kaiju?
See, if we were just going off Holy Diver, I would say probably. But he's been on other album covers where he's just kind of the size of a normal guy. But
He's a shapeshift. Do you know the lore?
I do not.
Do you
I
know the
didn't
Murray
know there
lore?
was lore. I didn't know there was lore for Dio.
There's Dio lore,
Oh
David.
boy.
Are you ready?
Oh, lay
Okay.
it on me.
I'll be fast.
Okay.
Long before the dawn of man, the world was inhabited by two groups, the hulking Malkovians and the Cyclops.
Do you have this
When the
up, or are you just doing
Malkovian
this off your
ruler-
head?
No, I'm reading it.
Okay. I know you like Dio, but like,
Dude,
damn.
could you imagine if I'm just like, are you guys ready for Dio lore? And I'm just like reciting it. When the Malkovian ruler attempted to have his sons murdered in fear of a false prophecy, one escaped, Moralsi. His mother gave him a sleeping potion to wait everything out, and he awoke nearly 1 trillion years later. The sleep had turned him into the monster we know him as today, and Ronnie James Dio discovered him in the woods while searching for new myths to write about. Nicknaming him Murray, Dio's friendship with the monster led to appearances on albums like Holy Diver, The Last in Line, and Dream Evil.
See, I was under the impression this was going to be like an in-universe lore thing, which it kind of is, but like I didn't realize Dio himself was going to be part of this lore.
I'm gonna say yeah, it is.
You think so?
I think it is.
We talked about like demons not being a separate thing.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah,
And
no,
this
it's not.
seems more
No,
like
yeah.
a demon than like a monster.
Yeah, he's got kind of demonic origins too, being asleep for like I'm sorry, you said a trillion
trillion
years,
years.
motherfucker.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's quite a long
A
time.
trillion years. He is older
sorry,
than the
how-
Earth itself.
How old is the sun?
4 billion years.
It is 4.6 billion years. This motherfucker slept before the sun was made.
Good lord.
It was here before the sun rose. You know, it's that Dio lyricism, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
All right.
dude. That's amazing.
Moving on. So no to Murray.
I think that's a no to Murray.
Yeah. Very compelling, though. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that was a good one.
Yeah, I won't give you lore drops like that going down, I think. Next up is Howie Mandel in the movie Little Monsters.
Oh. Okay, I mean, my experience with Little Monsters is seeing the poster at like video rental stores. That's my experience with Little Monsters.
Okay. Would it have been better if I just said Howie Mandel?
That may have been better. I don't know.
All right, what do you think, Brian?
I'm gonna say no, but terrifying. I don't like it.
All right. Most of these will be lightning round, and then I got a real
Okay.
thinker question for you. Super Mecha Death Christ 2000 BC version 4.0 beta.
What?
Just judging by the name, I want to say yes.
Yeah.
What is this from?
I need a frame of reference.
The Angry Video Gamer.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Then I need a picture. How do you spell this?
Super Mecha Death Christ 2000 BC version 4.0 beta.
I mean, this looks like a yes to me. More of like a mecha, like a Mecha Godzilla kind of deal.
Yeah, like
a Kiryu
Mogira kind of thing.
Yeah, but like I'll accept it.
It's part god.
It is part god, so that definitely lends it some credence to being a powerful creature.
Yeah. Sorry, the son of God. My bad. Might be.
Let me make sure I get the movie title on this one right for the next one.
Okay.
Unless you guys have more to say about Super Mecha Death.
No, we're that's a pretty hard yes, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Super Mecha Death Christ.
So my next one is Matt Frank in the fan film Ultraman Sorta versus Godzilla, starring Matt Frank the movie.
We interviewed the director Jared Faust Xenofauna when that short was officially released.
Yeah,
absolutely. Matt Frank is a kaiju in that short film.
Yes.
Okay.
God, that was a billion
Heard
years
it here,
ago.
guys.
That was our first ever interview. That was our first interview on this show.
I forgot. Wow, yeah. That was a while ago. Damn.
All right. That was a quick yes.
Yeah.
That was like no undeniable.
Nope. We know our shit.
All right.
Jacob.
The next one is Earl Sinclair from the show Dinosaurs.
Okay. All right. So this, because like obviously we've talked about other dinosaur media. Those are men in suits, but we've also talked about sapiens coming into us. So like, that one's tough.
Do they talk?
They talk. It's a sitcom. It's a sitcom with dinosaurs.
It's a dinosaur sitcom.
Yeah.
I have not seen this.
I'm shocked you haven't seen this, Brian.
And,
We might need to do a review for it.
Dinosaurs?
We need to do a review of
Earl
dinosaurs.
Sinclair?
I'm down. It's not like we're running out of things to cover.
I know.
It's
Jim Henson, right?
Jim Henson
Company.
Yeah, Jim Henson dinosaur sitcom, Ryan, from the 90s.
You know what? I'm gonna slap a big ol' yes on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
It's got the look.
All right.
It's just got the stuff, you know?
Yeah. So the next one is Monster House from the 2006 movie Monster House.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I've like toyed with the idea of reviewing that for the show for like a Halloween special.
I fucking love that movie. I would be down to do it.
It's been a minute since I've seen it, so I would be super down.
Monster House is like so fucking good. It's an underappreciated movie. I love it. It's great. So good.
All right. Nice. I'm getting a few through, you guys. I'm surprised.
You're doing pretty good.
The giant Ralph monster from Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I have not seen
I'm
this.
surprised anyone even remembers Wreck-It Ralph 2.
It was on a list of giant monster movies on Wikipedia. So I was like, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that whole sequence is a big King Kong homage, is it not?
I think so. I haven't seen the movie.
I've seen it. It's bad, but that whole sequence is a King Kong homage. So I begrudgingly, I think I'm gonna have to say Giant Ralph is indeed a kaiju.
I'm deferring to Dave on this because I haven't seen it. So yes. You got it, Jacob. You did it.
Yes.
You got Wreck-It Ralph on the list. It's a kaiju.
Wreck-It Ralph is a kaiju, but Murray is not. Come on.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
we got some.
So
good
you
ones.
guys brought this up earlier. I may have missed it, but the best example I could think of was like the sharks in Deep Blue Sea.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of big mutated sharks, or like the one from Under Paris. Do those constitute as kaiju or simply mutated animals?
So we talked about when Adam was here, we were talking about how the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park aren't true dinosaurs. So that lends them more of like a monstrous quality to them. So I would say like a mutated animal would for these purposes, I think we would consider those kaiju. I haven't seen Under Paris, so I that one I'm not totally sure about, but if you're comparing it to Deep Blue Sea, I would say yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen Under Paris either. But Deep Blue Sea, they are genetically modified. So yeah, they're also like intelligent in that. Like they have like increased
Really
intelligence.
smart.
Yeah, and they're like really fucking big mako sharks. Mako sharks don't get that
Mako
big.
sharks are not
They're
that
big
big. That's
makos.
true. Yeah.
They're like the largest great white size ever recorded size
Yeah.
mako sharks.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I would say yes. Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
I
Now-
don't know about Under Paris though. If that's just a normal ass shark, maybe
I think
still
it's
maybe still yes, but I don't know. It would depend.
We'll have to watch it and come back
Okay.
to it.
Yeah.
The next one is the Dead Kaiju from What to Do with Dead Kaiju.
I forgot that movie existed. Has that even like gotten any distribution here in the West?
No,
'Cause
I would love it to. I'm
'cause
intrigued by the idea.
we were covering it like when it was in the release cycle. We would talk about like, oh, we got a trailer, we got a release date, et cetera, and then nothing happened.
Nothing.
I would say yeah. I mean, it's
Mhm.
a kaiju. It says it right there in the name. It's the Dead Kaiju.
But it's no longer living. So
Mm.
is a carcass a kaiju?
Oh,
It's the carcass of a kaiju.
But
And
is
that-
a carcass a kaiju?
Well, yeah, just because a fish dies doesn't mean it's not a fish anymore.
I guess that's true. I see where you're
Yeah.
going. I see where you're coming from with this, Jacob, but I don't think it's as strong an argument as you think it is.
Hey, you
I'm
know
not
what?
here-
I
My
liked this
strong
wing.
arguments at the end. My strong arguments at the end.
Okay.
I'm just
All right.
throwing.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
spitballing you guys here.
All right. All
All
right.
right. The Evil Bong from the Evil Bong movies.
I mean, I have not seen Evil Bong, so I do not know. Let me
Oh
see.
my god, what am I looking at right now? Oh my god, fucking Dead Meat did a kill count on it. Wow.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. This is you know, you've really got me with this one. No, it's
the Evil
not.
Bong is demonic. So you said
It's
demonic.
not,
true.
and that's
And it's
exactly
just-
why.
I think it's just
That's-
isn't it just the size of a normal bong too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
It's just evil.
it's just an evil bong. It's right there in the name.
Wait, there's a sequel.
There's a couple of them.
There's several.
There's a couple of them,
Second-
Brian.
But the second one is Evil Bong 2, King Bong.
King Bong. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. we might be onto
Brian's
something
cooking.
there.
Amazon UK has got a 2-pack.
Wow. What a poster.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm going to say for the first one, it's no because it's a demon. And the second one is probably still a no because it's also a demon.
Okay.
So, but you know what? It depends. I guess we have to watch these movies.
I
now.
guess we do.
Okay. Counterpoint to your demonic rule. What about kaiju like there's some kaiju from the Ultraman series that are explicitly described as demonic kaiju.
Do you have an example? I want to look it up.
I'd have to come back to you on that, but I can get it.
Okay.
I guess
but there are demonic kaiju in the Ultra series.
I feel like it might be like a case by case basis, honestly. I don't know for sure. Because I feel like demons just on their own are like they're just demons. But like if it gets to a kaiju, but Brian, you also argued that most of the demons from Doom aren't kaiju because of that. So I don't know.
I guess only like this is weird.
I mean, I would agree with that other than like the cyber demon or the icon of sin.
Yeah, no, that I would.
Those are kaiju.
I would consider those kaiju as well. I would also the one that I just looked up, Giddus, is that how you say it?
I got one for you, but I'll let Brian finish first.
That just looks like a kaiju to me. Whenever I think of demons, I think like specifically like what you would think of when you think of like demonic, you know? I don't know.
So there's a kaiju. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a kaiju that is an antagonist in Ultraman X the movie. Here comes our Ultraman.
Okay.
His name is Zyborg, and his subtitle is literally Inferno Demon Monster.
Oh, well.
So is it the fact that they are a demonic adjective kaiju and it's the demons as we traditionally within the confines of maybe like Christianity demons are not?
I wasn't expecting to have to think about this one this hard.
Here's I guess how I would separate it. And this is kind of gonna go against my argument with Doom, but I don't know, maybe not so much. I would argue if the demons in question are inhabitants of a hell-like place, they are demons. If demonic is a word used to just describe their vibe, then I wouldn't. So like Zyborg looks like a kaiju still. He doesn't really strike me as like he'd be from hell, but if he is, then I'm wrong, I guess. I don't know. I guess like when it comes to the icon of sin, he's kind of like the ruler of that realm. Like I would consider him almost like cosmic god, more or less. I don't know shit about Doom, so I might be.
I'll learn you a thing, Brian. I'll learn you a thing. Don't worry.
Okay, but I don't know if my argument here makes any sense, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't even remember who we were talking about at this point.
It was just like the general like ultra kaiju stuff.
Okay.
Zyborg.
Yeah.
I mean, couple more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a rapid fire of like schlocky B movie killer things.
Okay.
Just rapid fire so that I can do my last two that are serious.
All right.
Killer Cart. The killer shopping cart from the short film of the same name.
Killer Cart?
No.
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 That's just a shopping cart covered in blood. I'm gonna say no.
Terrifying. Actually, you know what? I have to say yes.
It was a yes.
Wait, no, I don't have to say it. Nope, it's not. It's not. Yes, I want it. I want to, but it's not.
The Death Toilet from the Death Toilet trilogy by SRS Cinema.
If it's hold on, I think I saw like maybe 2 seconds of that showing in the G-Fest Film Festival room. I think I'm gonna have to say yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
The fucker from Fuck the Devil and Fuck the Devil 2,
See,
Return of the Fucker.
I haven't seen Fuck the Devil or Fuck the Devil 2, Return of the Fucker, so I can't. You're our Fuck the Devil connoisseur expert here.
Connoisseur. It's like his name.
It's about a haunted copy of Evil Dead 2, right? Is that, am I remembering that correctly?
Then a guy named Freddy Krueger comes out.
Freddy Krueger.
And he kills people.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
I am also gonna say no. Here we thought we were gonna be saying yes.
I know,
all the
right? I'm shocked, honestly.
All right, last two. Eddie from Iron Maiden.
All right, I had a feeling you might have included this after your first one was Murray. I don't know, cause like earlier he's just like a zombie, but like the later you get into Maiden's discography, the more like transformations he goes through. I don't know how much lore there is behind Eddie compared to Murray, but
I'll look it up.
I mean, he's been like he's been an alien, he's been a tree monster. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I almost want to say yes because, like, if you see Iron Maiden live, they'll bring Eddie out in like a huge, monstrous suit on stilts, and that's pretty sick. That's kind of Tokusatsu-esque.
I was gonna say it's kind of suitmation a little. Yeah. You know what? I think so. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes to Eddie.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a bit monstrous.
He's a bit monstrous. All right. My final question to you guys isn't a character.
Okay.
It's an idea.
Okay.
I told David this is the first thing I thought
this
of.
was, and I'm like, oh.
He invited me onto this.
I'm a little scared.
So if you talk to people that are more scholarly in the kaiju world, they will tell you that none of these characters are kaiju, and that kaiju films have to be intrinsically Japanese. I want your take on that.
So we did talk about this before you got here.
Okay, cool.
So typically, if you were to ask me like outside of this show, I would be liable to agree with some caveats. Pacific Rim is not a Japanese film. I would consider that a kaiju film through and through. But for this show, for Talking Toku, that is not how we roll. That is the whole thesis of this episode is to see just how far we can stretch the definition of kaiju, because we've been doing that for 100 episodes now, and we ain't slowing down at any time. So my answer to that is both yes and no.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement. I think kaiju movies are just like, they are done best in Japan. Like, they get it right like most of the time, and every time I feel like not every time, but most of the time, trying to translate that style to Western movies, it's hard to do. So Pacific Rim is just a very rare case of it working, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's like, you know, it's a nuanced take. If we did actually if we actually held ourselves to that rule where it's like, we would have run out of stuff to cover by now.
We'd be so bored by now.
Yeah. So it's not like we're forced to stretch the definition. It is mostly just for fun.
Yeah.
But like, we do have to be lenient to an extent. We have to open it up to like Western stuff. But yeah, I guess artistically, like the true definition would be, yeah, you know.
That being said, kaiju, the term kaiju has been adopted into Western media quite a bit.
Mhm.
Like you hear it in stuff like the Suicide Squad. They called Starro a kaiju in that movie. So it's I think we have movies like Pacific Rim to thank for that, because that kind of kickstarted this sort of Western kaiju renaissance, as we've talked about before. So I think it's a term that's way more present in the public eye in Western media now more than ever.
Yeah. Big thunk, dude.
Yeah.
That was a big question.
Good. That was a good one.
I appreciate the philosophy.
Yeah, and I mean, we could totally dive down that rabbit hole, because, like, real quick, my counterpoint to that discussion is Yongary, which is a Korean tokusatsu, Japanese production, Japanese tokusatsu designers, special effects technicians from Japan. But on the other end, my comparison is the Giallo film from Italy. Giallo films, like Dario Argento's horror movies, are very intrinsically Italian.
Oh yeah,
Italian
that's true.
Cinema. You know what I mean? Like James Wan's *Malignant*, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
He says is his type. It's him trying to do a Giallo film, but there's just something in the DNA missing.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like, there's something lost, because, like, Kaiju Eiga is culturally Japan in its thematics and in its storytelling, and that the kaiju as characters are strange, and because everyone says strange beast, right?
Right.
The other caveat to that is strange and unfathomable beast.
Mm-hmm.
They're unfathomably existing, unfathomably large. So I don't know. It's a whole rabbit hole to dive into. So
we could do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll do that. Something else to talk about on the show.
I know. Well, we do have a backlog of reviews to cover.
We
so
do. We do
we'll,
have a bit of a backlog.
We'll see, I guess.
Cool.
I like
That's
these.
all I got, boys.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
Good
Jacob,
shit.
thank you for joining us on episode 100 of Talking Toku, and thank you. I'm saying it to everyone. Thank you for being a part of Talking Toku history. We appreciate
Thank you very much. Yes.
Our histories are intertwined, David.
Very intertwined. Yes.
The first ever Kaiju United press discussion interview was on
this
Talking
fucking
Toku.
show.
Hell
On
yeah.
this show, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Talking Toku, David does stuff for KU, but in the beginning, it was a crossover collaboration. So I'm always happy to show up and give you guys some support.
Mm-hmm.
We always love to have you here, Jacob.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Well, we're going to move on to our next guest. Jacob, good seeing you. We'll talk later.
Peace out.
Peace.
All right. We have here someone who's never actually officially been on the show. I guess this is his first official appearance. Here's our good pal Josh. He's always here to chime in on random arguments, as he was earlier, to talk about Doug Walker.
Happy 100th episode, fellas.
Whoa, thanks, Josh.
Whoa, oh, isn't it so funny that I've been in like 5 episodes? I'm pretty sure.
Something like that. I would have to go back and listen to like every episode we've done to see. I feel like it's been more often recently, like over the past like couple of months. You've been making more and more appearances.
No, wasn't I there for the Godzilla and Yujiro Hanma debate last year? No, not last year. Year before.
Yeah.
Was that a year ago?
It was when -1 came out, right?
Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
And then before that, it was the explaining. Oh, what was it? How people thought Desitroya's strong when he's not, and I had to bring up Kid Buu. I remember that.
I remember
this.
that. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna keep up my appearances of never being on a full episode ever. I gotta keep the streak going.
But this is an official appearance now. This is an official appearance on the show.
I know, but wouldn't it be really funny that even if you guys like do, I don't know, like a Dawn to Dawn episode or a Primal or like whatever episode, and I'm here for most of it, and I still just leave in the last 5 minutes, that'd be a good bit. I gotta never be on a full one. So I got a couple. I figured I'll do softballs and then I'll get weird. Okay,
please.
Okay, easy softball. Final Fantasy. The amount of ginormous things that are in there, like Omega and the Behemoth.
I'm gonna say yes, but keep in mind I have never once played a single Final Fantasy game.
Okay, all
but
right.
I've seen things.
Yeah,
I've seen things.
Yeah, they're like reality warping giant creatures, right? Like that's
strange and unfathomable, like Jacob just said 2 seconds ago. That sounds like a kaiju to me.
Okay. So Final Fantasy's good. Okay. Naruto. There are 3 arcs that end with kaiju battles. One being you can look up Gamabunta. It is a giant
Gamabunta.
Gamabunta.
Hold on.
It's like a 50-foot tall giant samurai frog.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he has like 4 fights in that show that are all main arc fights.
Holy shit, dude! That guy looks epic.
There's him. One of the in the OG Naruto, there's literally a like 3v like a 1v1v1 kaiju fight of a giant slug, a giant snake, and that frog.
Okay.
Right? The final villain, one of them is the Ten Tails, and that is a cosmic alien entity that's taller than that frog.
I feel like you've told me about the Ten Tails before. That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it is a living sentient tree that could fit on the moon. Okay.
Oh damn, that's terrifying. I don't like it.
Yeah, and that thing can possess people. Right? I'm just saying, like, it has to count as kaiju. There are multiple kaiju fights.
Okay.
And there are dudes who can punch it. Pain, in the final arc of the Pain arc, Pain is first of all, a remote operated walking corpse. Okay. 3 of those frogs show up to fight and he just kind of pushes them away, like force push style. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna bye. Knocks them like 50 feet. These dudes can throw hands with kaiju frogs.
Okay.
It's gotta count, right?
Yeah, I'd say it.
Okay.
I'm so glad Josh is here. I just get to listen to him talk about Naruto.
I know. Josh only ever talks about anime when he comes on this show.
Fun fact, that's not the next one though.
Oh, okay.
I got Ogre from Tekken.
Okay, I gotta.
So Ogre has multiple forms. It is an Incan god that turns into a giant monster. Called True Ogre. And it's a playable character that you fight, and he's the largest character in the game. He's like twice the size of the average guy.
Absolutely.
Like he's a big dumb monster.
Because we did have our whole thing about demons earlier.
See a daemon? Does it come from hell?
No, I don't think so.
We said he was an Incan god.
Kind of, sort of. It's very inconsistent because right now the demon is it's like a demon but a monster also. Because right now I think the monster just possessed like some Madagascar person. It's very weird because it's Tekken. But it is a ginormous monster that can be summoned.
If it's a ginormous monster and it's a deity, it is a kaiju. Because like Mothra's a
King Caesar, King Kong.
King Kong,
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Kaiju, yep.
The Jabberwocky from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
I
yes.
Yes. It's a dragon, right? So
yeah,
that should
it's a big
count?
dragon, yeah.
Okay. It's very smaller in the grand scheme of dragons, so I didn't really know.
So it's okay. It's still big enough to be considered a kaiju, I think.
All right, now we're getting a little weird.
Okay.
So in SpongeBob, everyone's small.
Okay.
So the Cyclops. In
the movie?
In the movie,
okay.
The Cyclops is not very smart guy.
Okay. So I thought you were gonna go with David Hasselhoff at first.
Well, that was my lead-in.
Oh, that's your lead-in. Okay.
That's if the Cyclops counts, then what about David Hasselhoff?
Okay.
In the world of SpongeBob, are they considered?
Okay.
kaijus?
So now we got to go back to our argument about sapience. How sapient are these creatures? As you said, hold on, Brian. As you said, Josh, the Cyclops is not the smartest guy.
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff, on the other hand, pretty smart dude.
Sure, I've seen Baywatch. Sure,
Yeah,
I guess.
you know,
Right,
just
sure.
Compared to the Cyclops.
Okay, yeah.
I think I'm going to say yes on the Cyclops and no on Hasselhoff. Just based on that.
Hold on. I agree. I agree with Dave. But I do want to say that I think we should consider the point of view of, from in the movie, like the point of view
that is
from
important.
SpongeBob.
That is important because again, both the diver and Hasselhoff, they're just dudes. They're just humans.
Yeah.
But from the perspective of SpongeBob and Patrick, they are massive.
Yes, 100%.
Dennis is like what, 3 times the size of SpongeBob, and he's fit perfectly in the guy's boot. All right, like in their world, that's a kaiju.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Couple more. Okay. Another anime. This is the last anime one.
Okay.
But this one's kind of iffy. Is Oars from One Piece?
Oars from One
It is
Piece.
the corpse of a
How do
giant.
you like oars, like ship oars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's from Thriller Bark. That's the arc it's called. It's literally a possessed walking giant corpse.
Giant zombie. Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah. Does that count? It's really dumb.
I don't know.
Oh. I mean, this picture I'm looking at right now is kind of convincing me.
Because One Piece has giants, right? Like they just introduced spoilers for the current arc of One Piece. There's Loki right now, and he's so big that Luffy literally can just chill on his chest, and like he's still like a speck of dust. Now I wasn't gonna throw Loki or anything, but I'm figuring because he's a smart guy and also Loki, but that's a giant dumb zombie. Does that count?
I'm gonna say yes, I think.
Considering one of the things on my list, yeah, I'm gonna have to say it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now is the weird one. Okay. So we agree that in the fantastic movie Frankenstein versus Baragon, that Frankenstein is a kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Monster Squad.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, hold on, because Frankenstein in Frankenstein versus Baragon is a little different from your typical Frankenstein.
Okay.
So have you seen the movie?
Yeah, but it's been like
okay. I love that movie. Brian, we should review this movie at some point because I don't remember if you've seen it. So Frankenstein, and this is not a spoiler because it happens in like the first 5 minutes. So the origin of Frankenstein. So the events of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, like the classic Frankenstein, take place in that universe. What happens is there are Japanese scientists transporting the heart of Frankenstein's monster into Japan when Hiroshima happens.
Okay.
So Frankenstein's heart gets irradiated, and then a small child that is displaced that survived the Hiroshima. I don't even know if they explain how he survived it, but he survived it. He found Frankenstein's heart, ate it, and then grew to kaiju size.
But the key thing is that you need Frankenstein in this equation to get the Frankenstein kaiju, right?
Yes.
So therefore, all versions of Frankenstein would need to technically be a kaiju if the Frankenstein and Baragon, the most important part is Frankenstein's heart. And if you do that, that means you can't count Frankenstein versus Baragon. Because that's still Frankenstein.
But it's the mutated version of Frankenstein.
But it's still Frankenstein.
But it's a specific version of Frankenstein.
That's like saying, oh, big Dracula, that's canon. Regular size Dracula.
No,
debatable.
you're right. That's true.
No,
big Dracula's canon.
Why are you hating on my boy Dracula? So I'm just saying, like, if what? So what? Frankenstein's heart is a kaiju, but not the man.
No, the kid who eats Frankenstein's heart is a kaiju.
Even though Frankenstein's putting in all the work there.
I mean, technically, the atomic bomb is putting in all the work. If we want to go down to
we
semantics.
just let anything be a kaiju. Why not make a katana a kaiju at this rate? Who cares?
Brian, I'm just referring to you on this. What do you think? I'm not getting anywhere with this argument.
I don't know, man.
I love ruining things.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Monster Squad is not a kaiju thing. Okay. All right. So I got my last one. If Monster Squad's a no.
Yes.
Okay. This one's more to us people.
Okay.
This is a real life kaiju.
Okay.
I'm going with Andre the Giant. That dude was literally a giant. A real life kaiju. And he was drunk all the time. Intelligence impeded there. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Larger than life, sold as a mythical creature. I would just say if humanity was ever to get close to a kaiju, it's that guy.
That is true. And he did play a giant in The Princess Bride, a different species. I'm going to say yes on. I want to say yes on Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I agree.
Let's go.
I'll say yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a yeah. Yeah.
But that was the one I was expecting the absolute no. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. We like Andre the Giant here.
Can we go back and change our vote on Paul Giamatti?
Can we retcon that? Dave, use
We'll
the
fix
power.
it in
like-
post.
I feel like no, you know what? No.
Let's retcon it. Wait, retcon the retcon.
Retcon the whole show.
Yeah, we're actually at episode 1. Hi, everyone. How's it
Yeah.
going?
This is Talking Toku. Welcome to our first ever episode.
I'm the third host, Shmormu. I've always been here.
God.
All right.
right.
Okay. Quit. All right. That's it. That's
All
all I
right,
had.
Josh, thank you for joining us for episode 100 for the first time ever.
Whoa. And
Thank
guess what?
you.
Next time will also be the first time ever.
Well, hold on.
Whoa.
If next time will also be the first time ever, Brian, should we bother bestowing Josh the title of friend of the show or nah?
I guess not.
I guess not.
Hell yeah.
No title for you.
Dude.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Title!
All right, and that brings us to our final guest. Last but certainly not least, our good friend, host of Growing Up with Godzilla, Donny Winter. Donny, hi. So sorry for keeping you waiting so long.
Oh, I enjoyed listening to all of the monstrous mayhem. Some excellent arguments, in my opinion.
Mayhem is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're all ready for some mayhem because
I cannot wait.
I have some ridiculous selections.
I am excited.
But first, I did want to talk about Frankenstein a little bit.
Okay.
Not to backtrack a little bit, but the one as like a huge literary nerd, because you know what I do for a living, I teach literature and all that stuff. The thing that'll always frustrate me about any Frankenstein-related media is that Frankenstein is referred to as the monster when originally Dr. Frankenstein created an unnamed monster. So
true.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about Frankenstein here and argue that OG Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, was actually a kaiju.
That he is a kaiju, like from the original novel from Mary Shelley.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
argue that in Mary Shelley's original novel, the monster is a kaiju.
Okay.
One, it's referred to as a monster, which is pretty synonymous
Monster,
with
kaiju.
kaiju-ness.
Close enough.
Right? In the late, what years was it? I think it was like in the late 18th through 19th centuries. That was like the Romantic period of literature. And there was kind of like a sub-running theme running through a lot of Romantic literature called the Sublime. And the Sublime was a theme where like a lot of poets and writers explored like the otherworldliness of nature and how vast it is and how it is terrifying, and how like nature is always at war with like humanity, right? Which, I mean, super duper screams like the central theme in a lot of like kaiju films that we are aware of, right? So being that the original story by Mary Shelley focuses on the monster being sort of like this anomaly, this, you know, otherworldly being that doesn't belong, I would argue that that definitely fits the definition of kaiju.
See, when you first started talking about it, I'm like, I don't know, but like, you brought up a pretty damn good argument, Donnie. I must say. And listen, I've already been like wanting to reread Frankenstein since I saw the Del Toro film, and now I'm like, all right, now I really got to reread Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley was brilliant, quite possibly like so ahead of her time, and I think some of the best kaiju literature is during the Romantic era of literature. So here's another one for you.
All right.
And I don't think it's been discussed yet, but correct me if I'm wrong. Moby Dick.
Oh my God, this was one of mine.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, dude. Yes.
So did you argue?
No,
in
we
favor?
haven't
you've
done
not
our
discussed
personal
yours
list
yet.
We
Okay.
have not. We're
I'll take
saving
out my
that for
list.
last.
I'll add on to yours, whatever you don't say.
Okay, so being that, and I researched this, Herman Melville's Moby Dick came out at the tail end of the Romantic era of literature. It also bears the themes of the artistic sublime, humanity versus nature, Moby Dick being this large whale creature that is very barely seen in the book, mysterious, always causing destruction and mayhem, always seeming to escape destruction itself, but also just captivating the hearts and souls of everybody, like all the characters, right? I would argue that Moby Dick is absolutely a kaiju of sorts as well.
Oh, I am so glad you brought up Moby Dick because I am a fish person. I know that they're not fish; they're mammals, but whales are fucking dope. So I put him on here mostly because, like, you know, the book. I think I'm pretty sure Moby Dick, the actual whale, is a sperm whale, and it's described as like an albino sperm whale that's like massively like out of proportion, like a, you know.
Mhm.
And I think it's interesting because like you'll have a lot of like sea monsters inspired, you know, a lot of, you know, mythical monsters that we talk about today and like that appear in a lot of our media. And like whales like this, like abso-fucking-lutely, I think Moby Dick was a really early example of, you know, for using just like, you know, using like beefed up versions of, you know, creatures that are in our world. I think it's a really effective, you know, effective way of, you know, conveying ideas. But I just wanted to talk about some stats real quick because sperm whales are fucking dope. Back, you know, in prehistoric times, they used to feed on juvenile megalodons.
Good Lord.
Today, they regularly fight and eat giant squid. Females can grow up to 40 feet and males can grow up to 52 feet. And they live for 60 fucking years. They're crazy. So there's no, like, absolutely, like, I can absolutely understand how people would see those things as real life monsters back then.
Mhm.
Crazy cool. I love it.
Well, and especially considering back then, like, you know, when cartography and mapping was not as accurate as it is, people literally thought the earth was flat. They literally spoke of monsters being at like the edges of the world.
Here
So
there
like
be monsters, yeah.
Moby Dick undoubtedly would constitute that, Brandon. I think those are some excellent points on the stats and everything too. So, but yeah, I am all in favor of Moby Dick being a kaiju. And when you look at the name Gojira, gorilla whale,
Yeah.
who's to say that maybe they weren't a little inspired by Moby Dick?
It's possible.
The band is a kaiju band.
Well, yeah.
I know. It is.
Well, I was talking about this with another friend last night. You know they used to be called Godzilla, right, Brian?
I feel like I heard that somewhere.
Yeah,
I feel like you told me that.
their first couple of demos they released under the name Godzilla until Toho was like, I don't think so. They were okay with Gojira though. Whatever.
Well, I guess Godzilla's more recognizable.
Yeah.
To Westerners.
Moby Dick is another book I have to. I've never read Moby Dick. I've wanted to for a little bit now, but I haven't gotten around to it.
It's worth reading. I am burnt out on it because I had to take an entire class about Moby Dick. So for 15 weeks, it was exhausting just focusing on one novel. But it's quintessential classic literature that I think is central to all sci-fi fantasy.
I have not read enough classic literature in my life. I read all the time, but I haven't read enough classic literature. So I gotta get on that, I think.
I am burnt out on reading because I have a lot of school stuff to read, but I want to get back to reading.
Well, it's a good thing you're graduating soon, Brian, so you have so much time to read. Now, won't you?
Yes, this is true. This is true. All right.
So this one's kind of dumb. But
Donnie, this entire show has been dumb.
We love a little dumb. I was just thinking today. So I've been rewatching Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay.
And I was like, could the Starship Enterprise be a kaiju? It's mechanical. It could be destructive. It is also, if you were to just place it on a planet of people who have no exposure to technology, seeing this giant thing floating would seem otherworldly and terrifying.
Let me pose a question. In Godzilla Final Wars, when the UFO shows up to Earth, do the people point up to it and say it's a kaiju? Or do they point at the kaiju that it deploys?
I mean, if they didn't know that it was a UFO, looking at it, how would one define?
I guess this is true.
Here's a better comparison. The tripods in War of the Worlds. They're kind of both living creature and ship, one in the same.
Yeah. The Enterprise is not a living creature, technically.
That is true.
So if we were to use that argument, we could argue against it being a kaiju. But Mechagodzilla, Showa, is not a living creature, right? So living isn't necessarily, a definition.
That does kind of fall into the column of mecha, which is a whole other thing. Like Voltron and Sentai, stuff like that, which we've never really talked about. We've never really talked about mecha.
Transformers,
but they are alive. They are safe. They are living creatures.
True.
Which I think we've mentioned Transformers a couple of times in the show before. We've never done an episode on it, but we've definitely talked about Transformers being sort of kaiju adjacent media.
Well, with the tripods from War of the Worlds, I mean, those are more they are more beastly in nature and function than the Enterprise would be. The Enterprise is like a ship. It's like a very, it's a vehicle, and it's got weapons and stuff. So in that way, it would be destructive. But the tripods crawl on the ground. They look terrifying. Yeah. And the aliens, they are kind of I guess supposed to be in that shape. Sort of it's supposed to kind of just be an extension of their bodies, more or less. I don't know. I don't know if I would consider the tripods to be kaiju either, though. So I'm not sure.
I'm gonna say no on Enterprise just because so we talked a little bit when Josh was on a second ago. We talked about the Cyclops and David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie. In the context of that film, they would be considered kaiju. And you, Donnie, for the Enterprise mentioned, if the Enterprise goes to a planet where they don't really have any of that kind of technology, they might think that's a kaiju. But that is an even more specific niche within that IP. So I feel it's very, very context specific. In the wider, if we're talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation or just Star Trek in general, I would say no. In specific contexts, maybe, but in the grander scheme of things, I'm going to say no.
Fair. Brian, what do you think? Are you in consensus with no?
I think I'm in consensus with no.
Okay.
I think so.
It's a good argument, though. It's
Me
a good
too.
argument. You too.
I really don't think it's a kaiju, but I just wanted to throw a bone out there and be like, let's discuss something and see.
I mean, I do think that it's I don't know anything about Star Trek, but something I do find fascinating is like first contacts between, different different species, different beings, like, and just like what that looks like, technology differences. I think that's always really interesting when explored, but I don't know. I feel like if there was like a giant floating thing in the sky and then it landed and people came out of it, I wouldn't think monster. Like, even if I was living in like a mud hut, I would more just like, I feel like I'd probably like die of like a heart attack or something because I wouldn't be able to comprehend what I was seeing.
Right. So, okay, I'm going to move into a Lord of the Rings direction because I know that's been discussed, and I think you guys talked about Smaug, right? Being a kaiju. What was your consensus on Smaug? Did you say yes or no?
We didn't like go too far into it, but I was talking about like sapience being a deciding factor between being a kaiju or not. Because like Smaug is an intelligent being. He can speak. He has thoughts. He has emotions. I don't know where to kind of put that. We were undecided, I think. I don't think we actually came to a decision on it.
So that's fair. I mean, I will push back slightly because it sounds like you're using intellect as like a mode of like...
Yeah.
When there are many of intellectual kaiju that we've encountered, Mothra, for example, my queen, she's very telepathic, right?
This is true.
So I do think that there could be an argument, but I didn't even have Smaug on my list, but always food for thought. In Tolkien's Legendarium, there are a lot of giant creatures that we could talk about.
I'm just going to say right off the bat, the only Tolkien stuff I've consumed are The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I have not delved into anything else other than that.
The thing that I have and that I'm about to mention has been brought up in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in very small spots. Okay. But the giant spider Ungoliant, I would argue,
I have actually heard of Ungoliant.
Yes. So for those of you who are unaware, Ungoliant is just like this embodiment of darkness and evil. And it literally, in the Legendarium, not to spoil the Silmarillion for all of you, but in the Legendarium, Ungoliant literally sucks the light out of the universe of sorts because it just is hungry and craving life, but it can never like really achieve it, right? So I would argue that Ungoliant is 1000% a kaiju.
Yes.
It does feel like it's starting to get a little riding the line of like the demonic stuff, but like I do think it is more firmly in the realm of kaiju.
I love it because it doesn't seem demonic more than it's just a fucking unending appetite. It's just a mouth that feeds.
I don't know if demonic is the right word for it. It feels more like kind of in the same vein as like some of the Lovecraft mythos, like Cthulhu.
Right. So here's a question to pose. So does demonicness suggest motivation? Like, is motivation a factor in defining what a kaiju may be?
For me, I expressly think it's just they come from hell or hell equivalent.
Okay.
Like they are tied to a evil place.
Right. Because usually, like, if you look at a lot of media, literature, demons have one of two motivations. One, to possess, or two, to engage in conquest of sorts, right? So that would suggest motivation. Ungoliant, that the only motivation Ungoliant has is to consume. So I would say that even removes the qualification of demon from Ungoliant entirely.
I agree.
That's true.
I think this firmly puts it. I mean, this is some really good cosmic horror. Like, it's just an unending appetite of force in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know there are some people out there that like would make the argument that like cosmic beings, like, they're not really kaiju because they're just so like you can't understand them. That's the point of it.
Because they're so vast, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if you depict them like this, then you have to associate them.
When Jacob was on here, he's mentioned specifically that it was strange and unfathomable.
That's true.
As for the definition of kaiju, unfathomable. That's
And to be fair, I don't think there's really been any kaiju-esque or kaiju-adjacent media that's ever explored kaiju on that high of a level, right? Which, just an FYI, like, producers, story writers out there, this could be, you know, a marketable direction to go in since it's not really been done yet.
Untapped market.
I'm sure somebody will eviscerate me later and be like, Donnie's ignorant because he missed this one thing. But you know, that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't know everything. But no, like, I think Tolkien's universe has such, like, I feel like any kaijuologist would have a field day picking that apart, and I know many probably have. So, definitely worth more exploration, in my opinion. I mean, the giant ancient dragons in Tolkien's, like, Smaug is like a pea compared to like these other giant dragons that are like mountain sized in Tolkien's universe.
I would consider those kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have more stupid shit.
Please. I love it. I love it.
So my final two bring us back to the kaiju universes we are aware of. Skeleturtle.
Oh, how did no one else bring this up?
Right, like, is Skeleturtle a kaiju?
That's the eternal question.
It's irradiated. It's still alive-ish.
Do we know that though? Do we know that for sure? That's the thing.
I mean, motion suggests living, I guess.
But it might just be the wind. That's everyone's argument against it.
Can wind make eyes blink?
Do they blink though? I always saw it as it was looking through the eye sockets to the other side.
Okay, that's an interesting argument.
I feel like we are should not be the final judgment on whether Skeleturtle is a kaiju or not. This is too much pressure on us, Donnie.
Well, who should define it then?
Well, if only there was someone that we knew who was a Mothra diehard super fan.
I don't even know one of those.
I don't know.
Like, what?
Yeah, who likes Mothra in this day and age?
Irrelevant.
Right?
More like Flopthra. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like, it even destroyed my soul to say that. So, I mean, if we look at certain definitions of kaiju as being like strange beasts, a lot of the definitions I looked at connected kaiju-ness with a creature existing in a mutated state post being irradiated. I feel like I could confidently use those criteria to define Skeleturtle as a kaiju, or a deceased zombie, maybe kaiju.
Man, it's tough. It's so tough. I don't know.
From the
limited... forever. Let's discuss that and unpack it for the rest of our lives.
What if we just did an entire episode specifically on Skeleturtle? We'll take this concept and we'll do a whole episode on it.
I want to know why. You know how they did the whole voting and we got the giant condor figure, which I'm still not over because I wanted Death Ghidorah and
Wait,
whatever.
Did the giant condor thing happen?
Oh, yeah.
It happened.
I promised I was going to buy it.
Brian, that's why they did that shirt. The Godzilla store did that shirt for the giant condor.
Right.
Because
That's right.
yeah, Jacob. I think Kaiju United kind of had a hand in making the giant condor
Jacob
happen.
Marie, you voted for Giant Condor over Death Ghidorah.
I also voted for giant condor.
It's okay. I love all of you and I forgive you. But my point was going to be, why do we not have a Skeleturtle? What I need Skeleturtle merch.
That'll be for next year's poll. The next time they do the poll, it'll be for Skeleturtle. Hopefully.
We want Skeleturtle. We are Legion.
we need to get in touch with Bandai and let them know what the people really want.
Right.
Even more than because Jacob and I were talking a couple of days ago about like where do you even go after the giant condor, and I can't remember what we went with.
The giant octopus.
No,
Whatever
it was.
that-
I think
whatever
it was even more stupid than that. Did we say a Skeleturtle? We did say a Skeleturtle. Okay, Jacob was right. Never mind. We were onto it.
Okay, so the last one that I have does, I think, have an interesting question attached to it. So I am going back to the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy, my good old home of kaiju movies, and I would argue that the Barum from Mothra 2, starfish, the creepy, disgusting starfish,
Okay.
are kaiju.
I have to look these up. What are they called again?
They're called Barum, Barem. They are basically cast off by Dagara, the kaiju that Mothra fights in that film.
I think I want to say yes, because to give you a comparison that you'll be more familiar with, Brian, I would compare them to the little parasite things from Cloverfield.
Ugh.
That's kind of the role they play in Rebirth of Mothra 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate those fucking things, dude.
Yeah, the Barum are disgusting. Like when you watch the movie, like the movie is just like this lighthearted kids movie, but then the Barum are like these nasty, gooey things.
Yeah, they're gross. They're gross, dude.
Gross. So no, but I think it's interesting. So the question that I have is, are byproducts cast off from kaiju?
Oh, okay.
So think the sea louse from The Return of
Shockers,
Godzilla.
yeah.
Barum. The Destroya, like itty bitty Destroya aggregate forms, right?
I think yes. I think they do have to be intrinsically connected to those. I guess host kaiju would be the word for it. To be considered kaiju. I think this one's also kind of context specific. They would need to have that connection.
I
Interesting.
agree. Yes.
Consensus. Yay.
Yeah, it's a yes. Amazing.
We did it.
That was my last one.
How was your last one? Oh my God, we did it. We're only 2 hours into the record and we finally got through everyone except for me and Brian's list.
We didn't even do a news section.
We didn't do a news section. We just went right on into it. We said we made like Captain Gordon and said, go right into it.
Well, before I leave, I just wanted to say congratulations to you guys on 100 episodes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Donny.
Talking Toku is such a cornerstone in kaiju online media, and I think that we should always celebrate what you guys have accomplished. So thank you.
That means a lot to us. And now, hey, we celebrated 100 episodes with you, and now you've celebrated 100 episodes with us. Everything comes full circle. Look at
Love
us.
it.
Look at us here.
Pure poetry.
It's just like poetry. It rhymes.
Now we both are in the 3-number territory.
I know. Let's try and stay that way, Brian. Let's not have another nosedive in content production after this.
Remember when I said I want to get on top of recording this year?
Yeah.
It's February.
It's February. Oops.
You know, you'll catch up.
We'll catch up.
Catch up. I believe in you.
Listen, Monarch starts later up this month. We're gonna cover that. Don't worry about it.
We got it.
All right. Well, Donny, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for being a part of Talking Toku history. You're always a delight to talk to, and I just want to share something with you. When I told Brian that you were coming on, Donny, Brian goes, "Let's go, dude. Donny is the best. This is going to be a good time."
Yeah, man.
Oh, I appreciate you guys so much.
We're going to party at G-Fest this year. There will be
Yes.
a Brian face reveal and everything.
Yep.
I'm waiting. It's gonna be great.
I'll be face revealing in every hallway.
We're going to have a whole panel for a Brian face reveal. Mark
There's going
my
to be-
words.
There's gonna be a whole piece of dramatic art adorning a wall with your face on it. A mural.
We're going to have to set up a table in the autograph room for the Brian face reveal. All right.
Oh my god, I would do that.
All right. We're going to get into our own personal lists now, but Donny, thank you again so much for joining us. We will talk to you later.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, Brian. It's time. So do you want to do this like alternating, or do you want to go your list then my list?
Let's do alternating.
Alternating? Okay. I have
I
a
like that
significantly smaller list than you do, so
Yeah,
you know.
well, there's a few that I can kind of just rapid fire through.
Okay. So you said to have me go first when we were waiting for Adam, and then we didn't do that because Adam got in right as we started to do that. So do you still want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Evil Dead.
No.
No.
Wait. There is a hell in Evil Dead, right? Wait, there has to be, because
So it's not. It's been a while since I've watched the movies, but I seem to recall I don't know if the Kandarian demons specifically come from hell, but also I think it's the finale. The finale of Ash versus Evil Dead has him fighting a giant kaiju-sized demon.
oh, dude, you're right. Man, that was such a good show.
I think Evil Dead counts as kaiju media.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
And also,
one of the things I liked the most about Ash versus Evil Dead was that the demons, they were kind of more of that like cosmic horror variety.
That's true.
I've always kind of felt that about the Evil Dead demons, but because from what I understand, I don't know if this was ever confirmed or not, but Drag Me to Hell, is that in the same?
It's heavily implied. I don't think there's any official connection to the films, but it's heavily implied, and it's also Sam Raimi, so you could say yes. Very easily you could say yes.
Because if that's true, there is a hell because she was dragged to it.
That's true.
Spoilers, sorry.
It's right there in the title. It's okay.
It is right there in the. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess if the demons from Drag Me to Hell is a different variety of demon than the Kandarian demons, and the Kandarian demons are just a whole other deal, then I guess so. I don't know. Wait, but in Ash vs. Evil Dead, there is like a hell realm that they go to.
Oh, that's right. But was that actual hell though? I don't remember. I haven't watched the series since it aired.
My what I would consider is hell, or a like hell equivalent. Just like a evil place that they are tied to, that they are coming from, I guess. This is tough, man.
I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this one to be tough, honestly.
You know what though?
I was meant to be cut and dry.
You know what though? I will throw you a bone. I will say yeah.
Okay.
Because I just feel like there's so much unknown about them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
they do present more of that like cosmic horror variety. They really don't get into like their origins all that much.
Also consider like, you know, if we're gonna kind of, for more examples, like the big gross face at the end of Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Or more recently in Evil Dead Rise, I think there's a name for it, but the fucking amalgam creature at the end of that film.
Oh, that thing was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah? Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Evil Dead,
Yeah.
the kaiju franchise. Okay.
Evil Dead, yes.
Wow.
I just think it's too muddy.
Okay.
So yeah. It's doing its own thing.
Okay. Wow. All right, Brian. Hit me.
All right, I'm gonna do like a kind of a throwaway one.
Okay.
Right now. This was the first one I thought of, and I don't know why. But Battlefield. Specifically, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and apparently Battlefield 2042.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Because in those games, there is an Easter egg on a couple of the maps where you can... It's this big, long series of things you have to do. But at the end of it, it spawns in a gigantic megalodon. However, here's the thing, though. You may be saying, like, it's just an Easter egg. It's not like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The megalodon can destroy vehicles and kill people. And it's huge.
I mean,
it's also been recurring in most of the Battlefield
If we
games.
are considering the Meg films, kaiju films, I guess I kind of have to consider Battlefield kaiju. I'm not happy about it, but I think I have to.
But here's the thing: on a greater level, it's become a bit of a meme in the Battlefield community. Less so now because Battlefield has sucked recently. But
Yeah.
like it was they always had references to like the megalodon, or they had these big references where you could spawn it fucking in. It's great. I've only seen it in person like one time. But it's really
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Does this make you upset?
No, not really. I'm a little baffled. I don't know if I'd use the word upset. Interesting.
Hey, but you can't say that it wasn't a good first one. Come on.
It was good. I don't blame you.
Actually, this was my second one because
Okay.
Tom's the Tank Engine was my first.
All right. Well, this one, it's gonna be interesting. Edge of Tomorrow, the Tom Cruise movie.
Oh my god.
Now there is a reason I chose this. So I mentioned to you the movie that came out a couple weeks ago, All You Need Is Kill, which is an animated film based on the light novel of the same name, from which Edge of Tomorrow is adapted. It's based on a Japanese light novel. The new movie is more, I assume it's a little more closely adapted. And that, I feel like the source material, I think that is a kaiju thing, because there's this like, I have not seen Edge of Tomorrow since you and I watched it.
Really?
No, I have not. So I don't actually remember if this thing was in it, but in All You Need Is Kill, there's this giant flower that it's kind of weird. It's also kind of cosmic horror-y. It's called Daryl, by the way. And it's where all the smaller aliens kind of spawn from. You know, like the Barum that we talked about, the parasites from Clover.
I'm pretty sure they did show that in Edge
Did
of
they
Tomorrow.
show it? Okay.
At the end, I'm pretty sure.
Again,
think so.
I don't remember. I have not seen it since you and I watched it back in the day.
I mean, I've watched it. I probably watched it the last time, like maybe a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of forgettable.
No, it's not. It's great. It's a great movie. I love it tomorrow.
Not forgettable, more just like it kind of blends in with other movies. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
It's good. I like it. But
so is it a kaiju movie then?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, aren't they also like kind of like a hive mind?
They are a hive mind, yeah.
I would consider super intelligences like that to be.
Okay. That's fair. I can get behind that one.
Yeah.
Well, then you can definitely say that for Evil Dead then, because I think I don't know if it's in all of them, but like I think in like the first Evil Dead, it is sort of a hive mind. I think. I don't know. Again, it's been a couple of years since I last watched him. I have been itching to rewatch him recently, just because it has been a while.
Oh, I love Evil Dead.
I know, it's so good.
We should do an Evil Dead marathon for Halloween.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Because I haven't rewatched Rise since it came out, and I know Evil Dead Burn. Does Evil Dead Burn come out this year or next year? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Probably
next year.
We don't. Oh no, it is. Oh fuck it! It is this year.
Oh,
July.
Nice.
Okay.
July. Okay.
You know what else comes out this year that I didn't realize came out this year? That new Resident Evil movie.
Oh.
The one from Zach Kreger who did Barbarian and Weapons. That's out this year.
I guess I'm excited for that. I don't think you can. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah, that comes out in September. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You know what? I will talk about it right now because on my list is Resident Evil.
Yes.
Yes.
That's an easy yes.
Easy yes, I know. But I just want to add notable examples. Big Fly Monster from 6, Big Mold God from RE8, and Birkin from RE2.
You could also put the T-Rex from 6 as well. That's even better.
Oh yeah. God, that game is fucking bad. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. The problem with making Resident Evil movies is that Resident Evil is stupid, and if you try to make it something more than it is, it won't. It's just not gonna do it.
You need to have that corniness. It doesn't work without. It doesn't work without it.
That is why I like unironically argue that the best Resident Evil movie is the first one, because it's fucking stupid, it's funny, and like it has that Resident Evil goofiness to it. Like it's not a good movie, it's shitty, but it's like it's funny. So then trying to bring in a fucking great director to try to make a high art version of Resident Evil, like it won't work. Well, even if it's good, how much of the Resident Evil identity has to be sacrificed for
Here's the thing. Zach Kreger, the director of this movie, he was a comedian first. He got his start on Whitest Kids You Know. He's a comedian. So he knows.
That is true.
And Barbarian and Weapons both have a pretty decent sense of humor.
This is a good point. I did not consider this.
So
okay.
We don't know. I don't think we know anything about the movie other than that he's directing it, which is crazy considering the movie comes out this year and we don't really know anything about it.
You have made me feel better. Okay. With that statement.
Good, I'm glad.
That is okay. I feel better about it.
Cool.
I forgot about Whitest Kids You Know. I had some clips of that sent to me recently. That shit's funny.
All right. Brian, you ready to get mad?
Yes.
This is my rage baity one. And it sort of comes with a caveat, and I'll get into it.
Okay.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I hate you. I didn't want to talk about Marvel today.
I know you didn't, and that's why I put it on, because I know you were gonna hate me. And listen, it's okay. I don't give a shit about the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. But so here's the thing. As a whole, yeah, not really kaiju, but I feel like there are enough individual entries in the MCU that do have giant monsters where I feel like we could make the argument. There's a dragon. There's been multiple dragons throughout the MCU. You have the dragon from the beginning of Thor Ragnarok. You have Shenron. That's the guy from fucking Dragon Ball. What's the fucking the dragon's name in Iron Fist? Granted, no one gives a shit about Iron Fist because the show was bad, but there is a dragon. You didn't see him, but his presence is there. That's the whole thing with Iron Fist. He gets the powers of the Iron Fist from the dragon. I don't remember the dragon's name. I don't know.
I don't know. It sucked. It was a bad show.
There's also the Fenrir also in Thor Ragnarok. There's the dragon from Shang-Chi in The Legend of the Ten Rings, and like another giant creature in that movie. I don't remember. It was a whole giant creature battle at the end of that film. I feel like you could make the argument. It's not whether there are kaiju in the MCU. It's whether there are enough of them that we could consider it kaiju media as a whole.
I'm gonna say no, because most of the time they're just throwaway. They die immediately, or they're not really the point of the movie.
Okay.
The list of movies where a giant monster is the main antagonist is probably pretty short.
This is true.
Because none of them come to mind.
I am looking. There's also the giant snake things from the first Avengers. The Celestials, you could make an argument for. There's that weird, gross tentacle thing that they were fighting in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, but were they like? No, I guess I can't really argue against it. Yeah.
What's its name? Shumagorath, or not Shumagorath from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Because I know they can't use the name Shumagorath. I don't remember what they called it.
Is that the big meatball thing?
No, it was the other big tentacle monster with like the one eye in the center of its.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, why'd you have to make me think about this? Fuck you, you piece of shit. Are you happy with yourself?
Galactus was in the Fantastic Four.
All right, I get it. Is
it enough? Do we think it's enough?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I actually don't. I don't think it's enough. Again, because in the movie, like the fuck, man. I just don't think there are like the amount of movies in the MCU. Most of them don't have giant monsters as the main antagonists.
Okay. I think I agree. I think if you really wanted to, you could say yes, but like I am in agreement with you. Like I am more on the side of no than yes.
The gears in my brain are melting.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted from this.
I'm having a really hard time. I hate this.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna say my next one.
Okay, go for it.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Bigfoot.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna go with Satan because like but no, I forgot about Bigfoot. I forgot Bigfoot was in that movie.
He's strange and unfathomable.
This is true. but you could make the argument that Bigfoot wasn't actually in it. That was all a drug-induced hallucination.
But who's to say he wasn't?
Oh, good point. Good point, Brian. Good point.
Who knows? We don't.
I'm going to say yes, only because that opens up the possibility of us reviewing that movie for this show.
Back when Jack Black was based.
Yeah. So yes, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny is a kaiju movie. Thank you.
Yes!
Good night.
Let's go. All right.
I did have one more, but I don't want to talk about it the more I think about it because I don't want to spoil it for you. It's Iron Lung, but I don't want to spoil it. You could make the argument yes or no, and the or no is a potential spoiler for the movie. And I know you want to see the movie, so I'm not going to go into it.
Okay.
I'll leave it at this. Iron Lung the game, yes, absolutely. Iron Lung the movie, unclear.
Got it.
That's all I'll say on the matter.
Got it. Okay.
That was my last one.
I guess I have to say more of mine then.
I guess so. Or we could wrap up. We are at 2.5 hours.
This is true. Okay. Well, let me rapid fire a couple.
Go for it.
Okay.
And if you have like one really good one, save that for the end.
Okay. The first one, Wallace and Gromit.
Like like the franchise? I mean, we've talked about Curse of the Were-Rabbit on the show before.
Yes.
So I would say yes.
That is mainly what I was referring to.
Then
but
yes.
Also, like in terms of production, uses miniatures.
True.
We are talking tokusatsu miniatures. So
I also did I can't. Oh god, what's the name of this short? I don't remember. It's the one with that other dog who ends up being a robot. I always got a kind of like Showa Mechagodzilla vibe from him.
Oh. Yeah, no, I wrote him down as like
did you?
Robot dog Terminator.
There we go. There we go.
Also like Wallace is like actually like a mad scientist.
Also true. Also true.
And I don't know if you remember the episode with the Bakelite girl, the crazy lady who like murders all of those bakers.
Oh, and, I don't.
You don't? Well, do you want me to spoil the end? Do you care?
Not really.
Okay, at the end, she like is out of control on a balloon, and she lands in an alligator pit, and a giant alligator eats this woman.
Okay.
And that's how this ends.
All right, so, I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay. Next one. This one you might hate.
Okay.
Pluribus. I don't think you've seen it.
I have not seen it.
So what I'm going to tell you is not a spoiler.
Okay.
But the main idea of the show is that most of the most of the human population, aside from like a dozen people, are now a gigantic hive mind.
Okay.
And they are working towards a singular purpose. I won't tell you anything. I won't tell you anything about it.
All right.
But they are like a super intelligence hive mind, and they can do just about fucking anything. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it, but they are a super intelligence, and therefore I would consider them a kaiju because of their reach, not because of their individual size, but you know.
Okay, I again, it's hard to go off that because who's to say you're not just like baiting me into saying it is just from by the wording of your description. I don't know, but
this is more of an argument about, is it about size or is it about reach?
I feel like it's more about size. I don't know.
We argued Taylor Swift and her fans are a kaiju.
That is true. Jesus Christ.
You should watch the show.
I know, it's on my list. It's on my list. Hey, I'll watch it whenever you start watching Andor, Brian.
Okay.
Listen, we made that deal. You were gonna watch it as long as I didn't give you shit about playing Destiny, and I never once gave you shit for playing Destiny.
And I don't play it anymore.
I know. So now you really got to pulled up your end of the bargain, Brian.
I know. I'm so lazy.
Tisk.
Okay. Well, let's leave that one at a big question mark,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll come back to it someday.
Once I watch the show, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm adding a little one in here. It's just quick.
Okay.
This is the one addition from Sam.
Okay.
Animal Crossing. Because in Animal Crossing, there are in-game monster and mech statues, and you can make a miniature city set almost. Also, you can find and assemble dinosaur fossils. Which I think is pretty dope. So you can make the game as kaiju as you want.
That's true, but I don't think that means it's inherently like by itself a kaiju project.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
But I did want to throw it on there.
It's a decent argument, but you have to go out of your way to make it kaiju.
Yes, I agree. Okay. I'm going to say like two more.
Okay. Good,
Actually, I want to
go home soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just So the next one, Minecraft, because Minecraft
I'd say yes.
The best fucking Godzilla shit that has come out recently.
And even if you look if you don't even pay attention to that, like the Ender Dragon,
there's dinosaur stuff in there. Yeah. Okay, rapid firing. So after that, I got Spy Kids 2. The one where they go to that fucking island and there's all those terrifying monsters, and Steve Buscemi is there.
Fuck it, sure.
He's a mad scientist.
Yep.
He spits out some banger lines.
There's dinosaurs.
The spider monkey can go fuck itself because it's terrifying. I hate it. That thing, the worst. All right. You haven't watched all of Steven Universe, have you?
I have watched almost none of Steven Universe.
Almost. All right. Well, there's giant women in it. There's also like a big monster hand thing in it, so I'd consider that okay. You don't know anything, but we can come back to that someday. All right, last one, Fiona and Cake, Adventure Time as a whole.
Yes. I mean, you could just say Adventure Time as a franchise, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just Fiona and Cake.
Easy ones. That was pretty much all I had. Man, the most controversial one I really had right at the beginning.
Yeah, you should save that for the end.
Oh. No.
Uh-oh.
My last one. Sorry, this is the one that I saved.
Uh-oh.
River Monsters, the real life show.
Oh, but that's the thing. Like, they're just fish. They're big fish,
but also, consider this. A lot of these fish inspired myths that inform the media that we watch. I wrote down some of his biggest catches. Do you want to hear them?
Oh, please.
They're crazy. All right, I wrote 6 of them down. They are not in any kind of order. Number 1, a giant grouper that was 6 feet 3 inches and weighed 250 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Giant freshwater stingray. That shit was 6 feet and 400 pounds.
Oh my god.
He caught a Greenland shark, which was 7 feet and 6 inches. Where did he
catch that?
Off of Greenland.
Yeah,
apparently, there's actually a lot of them.
Huh.
Apparently, yeah. I can tell you about the science later. There's a lot of it.
I have so I'm gonna interrupt you here, Brian, because I have an argument that is still for river monsters, but it may not be one that you have considered.
Mm-hmm.
So, are I assume, I would hope at least, that you're aware of why River Monsters was canceled?
Because he was all out of stuff to catch.
He was all out of stuff to catch. So, with that, bearing that in mind,
oh my god,
could almost
Jeremy
say
Wade was the
Jeremy
kaiju.
Wade was the river monster all along.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because every time I watch River Monsters, it's usually on YouTube, and one of the first comments is like fish hear Jeremy Wade saying "fish on" in their nightmares.
So I'm gonna say yes on that.
Okay, well, let me tell you his biggest catch.
Please,
because it's ridiculous. The rest of them aren't nearly as big.
Okay.
He caught a 6-gill shark, which was 13 feet long and 1,100 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, I would argue, and it's also like it's right there in the name. It's River Monsters. Mm-hmm. Come on, that's my argument. I think that those real life fish informed the media that we enjoy today. Therefore, they are real life kaiju.
You know what?
Just like whales are real life kaiju.
I will take it, Brian.
Also, I love fish. Don't take this from me.
I wouldn't dream of it. That's your whole thing, Brian.
It's my whole thing.
All right. Well, holy shit, Brian. We did it.
Yeah.
We recorded episode 100 of Talking Toku. Can you believe it?
Honestly, it took us 2 months to get to this point.
2 months? Took us 3 months.
Took us 3 months to get to this point.
Was it worth it, do you think?
I think so. I think this went down pretty well.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Do we want to mention what our original idea for this was?
Considering it's probably never going to happen, yeah, because it's been 3 months, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So our original, we've been very open about the fact that a big influence on this show was The Weekly Planet. It was the first podcast I ever really got into, and even this, I've talked multiple times about how the structure of Talking Toku is based very much on the Weekly Planet structure.
Yeah.
So we had floated the idea of, and by floated I mean joked about getting James and Meso from that show to come do a guest spot on Talking Toku to celebrate episode 100, kind of bring things full circle. And then literally 2 days after we had joked about that, they did a Caravan of Garbage. I don't know what movie it was on, but we had talked about what would we have them come review with us on this show? What would be good? And we were Final Wars. Final Wars is the big crowd pleaser. And then 2 days after we talked about that, they put up a Caravan of Garbage episode, which again, I don't remember what they were covering, but Meso specifically made a reference to the Godzilla versus Zilla scene from Godzilla Final Wars. And I took that. I'm like, that's a sign from the universe. There's no way that's anything other than that. So I went to YouTube. I got James's email that he has on his YouTube channel that you have to enter a CAPTCHA to even access. And I sent him an email, and I never heard back.
Yeah,
I never heard back.
Kind of expected.
I wrote a whole fucking essay. I CC'd Brian on it. He saw it. It was long. Yeah,
I took one look at it. I was like, maybe someday they'll read this, but I was like, more likely they'll be like, that's too many words. I ain't reading them, and then they won't read it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe in 3 months I'll get a response, and I'm like, we're on episode 110 now, but okay.
Well, who knows? Maybe someday. Maybe episode 200 in 2035.
Yeah, in 2035 we'll get them on. That'll be something. I would still like to get. I think that would be a really fun episode to do, to get them on, because they seem like really cool, chill guys. Because they've covered MonsterVerse stuff. They've covered -1, but nothing. I think they leading up to New Empire, maybe they covered the original Godzilla. But that's kind of it. That's kind of all the Toho stuff they've done.
Yep.
So
not a ton.
It would have been nice for us to kind of open the gates for them. Would have been fun, I think. But c'est la vie, I guess.
Yeah.
But wow, 100 episodes.
It took us a long time.
Yeah. We already mentioned we're gonna hopefully get back on a more semi-regular, at the very least semi-regular schedule going into the new year now.
Yep.
So yeah,
I will also be manning the Instagram from my desktop.
We're gonna hopefully stream
Yeah.
some more. That'll be fun.
Yep, we have lots of games.
Mm-hmm.
Gone fishing is one.
Gone fishing.
A kaiju game, some would say.
Yes. With the Loch Ness Monsters in there. It's a kaiju game. Fuck it.
Yep. They also added the Kraken.
Oh, did they? Was that one of the fish they added? Fish?
Yeah, it's in the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
stoked.
cool. All right.
But yeah, I mean, anyone who's still listening, I mean, like, huge thank you.
Yeah.
This has always been a passion project for us. We've never really taken it like super seriously, but
that's kind of the reason we took so long to do this, because it's not like a priority for us. That sounds mean, but like still.
But I mean, also, like, we wanted to make sure that we had something worth recording, and then I think that we did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope everyone sticks with us past 100. Yeah. I know 101 isn't going to look super glamorous.
It'll be fine. It'll
be
fine.
You better be fucking excited, because it's going to be a fucking Chaos Theory review.
Spoilers!
Well, everyone knows it. Anyone who listens to us knows.
Yeah. And then a Monarch review is coming. Don't worry, because that starts up at the end of this month. Yeah. I feel like there was something else I wanted to maybe cover, but I don't remember.
We'll talk about it.
We'll figure it out. That's what we've been saying about this episode for the past year. We'll figure it out. And hey, we did figure it out, so we're going to continue to try and figure it out. Don't worry.
Hell yeah. I love figuring it out.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, well, you guys know you can find us all at Talking Toku on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Twitch and YouTube, and that's it. I think. Oh, Blue
Join our
Sky.
Discord.
Blue Sky. None of these are really, really active, but still. Discord. Yep. Come join us for Discord. Come play games with us. Come watch movies. We want to do another movie night. We haven't done it in a long time, but it'd be fun if we did.
We'll watch Dog Soldiers.
Watch Dog Soldiers and Primal. We got to watch more Primal, Brian. Yeah, come follow us there. Come hang out. Come be friends with us. We're going to see you at G-Fest later this year.
Yep.
Be there. Brian face reveal at G-Fest. It's happening.
I'll be face revealing all over the place.
Brian, you should get a shirt made that says Brian face reveal, and it's got a picture of your face on it.
I've been considering it.
You should totally get that made. Oh, it'd be so good. It would be
I have a really good idea. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'll see you at G-Fest.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, thanks again for listening. Thanks again for sticking with us for 100 episodes. 4 years? I don't know. I don't remember how long it's been. It's something like that, though. But yes, thank you so much for sticking with us for this long. Feel free to stick around for the future, too. It's up to you. I'm not going to force you. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Cool.
Fuck you. Goodbye.
Oh.